Hello, everybody! I'm Manakyn. Welcome to the stream. Today is the dreaded day. Hello, Meat Boy. Woo! Hello, Kiyoma. Hello. Hello, Arcade. Hello, Rainbow. It's been a while. Thanks for coming back and saying hi. Hello, Sad Godtail. How you all doing? I'm gonna need my vitamins for this stream. Okay, we're gonna pretend these vitamins are actually antidepressants. Because I'm gonna need a lot of help to get through this stream today. As you all know, there are these monstrosities on the internet called VTuber. Anti-cringe, more like it. Okay, and today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of VTubers. Starting with the most popular, I think it's the most popular group, Hololive. I don't know much about Hololive, other than one of them is a rabbit, and one of them's a shark, and one of them is known for cursing online. Before we do, actually, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit something. Well, first of all, many of you guys might know that this week was like a terrible week for me. I actually didn't sleep 2 nights in a row. I was literally up for like 60-something hours trying to get something done. It was awful. But I am glad we get to end this week on something super fun. So thank you so much. Like, I put in some, like... Did I say hi to Sad Godtail? Hello, Sad Godtail! I think I already said hi, but in case I didn't, hello! It's nice to see you again. Hey, hello, Mr. C. How is it going? Yeah, so this week's been awful. All my auditions I wasn't happy with, but I had to, like, get them out quickly, so I made some edits, and then I sent them out my auditions, and then I also, for my job, I had to, like, get a whole bunch of stuff done. I'm so excited to be able to do something silly and fun with you guys, and it's more interactive because this is just a chatting stream. But as you all know, when I'm tired, I become really dumb. So so you guys need to be prepared for that. Second, I discovered this thing called Suno, which creates music using AI, and it's actually really good. So I've created a whole bunch of songs about eating avocados as a midnight snack. Yeah. And sad to hear that. I deserve the best. Thank you, but you know, sometimes we all have rough weeks sometimes, but thank you so much. Yeah. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to dive into the world of VTubers? I do have a favorite VTuber. You guys probably won't know her because she has a very small number of subscribers. Well, she actually has 50,000, but that's small compared to the popular ones. Anyway, how do I do this? Hey, my music's not playing. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. There we go. That's quite a bit compared to a lot of them. Try us, please. Okay, so I'll show you one of my favorite VTubers. I doubt you guys would actually know who this person is. Let me see if I can get the thing on screen. So this is really the only VTuber I actually know. So this is one of the VTubers that I follow. Her name is Otomeoto. I don't really know. Apparently her backstory is she's a dragon and she's trying to make a lot, and she's trying to like collect to her treasure hoard. But yeah, yeah, she's kind of silly and fun. Yeah, I don't. She only speaks in Japanese, so I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't too many people out there. But she is freaking. She's super fun. So yeah, this is. So this is one of the only VTubers that I actually know. So yeah. Mine is your mentor, your inspiration, Nux Taku. I don't know who that is. But yeah, you can yeah, she's just, you know, she's just silly. She has karaoke streams. She plays Grand Theft Auto. She doesn't stream very often, so but yeah, so anyway, but we're not here to go over my preferences. We are here to explore the world of VTubers. And yeah, Otomeoto, if you guys speak Japanese, you guys might like her, so go check her out. So Hololive. Today, we are exploring the world of Hololive. So we'll start at their website. We went over this, I think, at some point earlier. Oh, this is engaging. Oh, there we go. I thought that was the website. The website's just Hololive. Okay. Let's see here. So let's analyze their intro page. A new everyday together. That is not grammatically correct. That's like minus 50 points. Okay, Hololive, trash. Absolute garbage. A new everyday. No. No, I'm sorry, Hololive. You failed. You've already failed. Okay, you've abandoned the English market. Okay, so let's see. Should I be analyzing these girls, or should I scroll down? I'll scroll down. Yeah. So I've said this before. I'm actually very familiar with Sora. I watched VTubers before they were like a thing. Oh my god, you guys are like, I'm like. Before they were cool, that was me. I'm like the original fan. No, like I watched Tokino Sora, I watched Kizuna before this entire boom craze thing. Yeah, and then I didn't really watch streams, which is why I never really got into the whole VTubers with like actual streams. I also don't know why they're called VTubers. Is it because they're all on YouTube? Because some of them are on Twitch, right? Do we call them V-Twitchers, or are they still VTubers, or I don't know. Anyway, I know there are. I'm pretty sure this one stream is single-handedly ruining your YouTube feed. Welcome back, Arcade. Hey, how's it going, Austin? Okay, so Hololive. I remember last time this page was broken. Okay, it's not broken anymore. Yay. It's because I fixed it. It's because I discovered that it was broken, and they were like, wow, Manakyn, the most popular YouTuber, needs to... Hey, how's it going, Bowser? Let's just go to all. Okay. So we need to make it bigger. So let me know if it's too big or not big enough for you guys, okay? There we go. Oh, no, that's a little too big. Yeah, now you can see the names. Okay. So I've learned that the top row is Generation 1, and then the second row is Generation 2, and then the third row is Generation 3 or something like that. Like, they're in chronological order, apparently. And why am I going down the VTuber rabbit hole? Because you guys made me do this! Okay, so I really liked Tokino Sora because she wasn't like over energetic, or she wasn't like overly excited like the many of the YouTubers in her era. I think when I started watching her, a lot of it was also around the time where people like, I want to say like Dream and the Minecraft people were like, and who's that British kid? There was that British kid who played Minecraft. Like, they were all screaming as like, I built this amazing thing on Minecraft, and it was very like over the Tommy Innit, yes. Innit, right? Because he's British. Tommy Innit, Tommy Innit. Right. So back then, everything was really, really extreme. I don't know where they are now, but so a lot of the Japanese YouTubers, just in general at the time, were kind of, more, they were more like personable. And then Sushi Ramen came along. Do you guys know Sushi Ramen? Freaking ads. Yeah, and then Sushi Ramen came along, and he's like, he's kind of, I feel like he became kind of like in the era of like the same idea of like going over the top and extreme. And I mean, every place has this. Yeah, but he is the, he kind of has the, but he does like builds and challenges and stuff like that, kind of like the Minecraft streamers, but he's doing it in the Japan style, which is like building stuff. And I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like this Sushi Ramen was like Japan's Tommy Innit phase, and then he eventually became more calm. And but in an era where everyone was yelling and screaming, VTubers like Kizuna and Tokino Sora, they were a lot more quiet. And, it's kind of weird to think that, what is it? The VTubers, of all people, were the more relaxed ones. But then again, there were also Japanese. Very few English people watched them because they couldn't understand Japanese. So, yeah. But, I really liked Sora. She was just a sweetheart. And, she would... Like, look at her. She's not doing anything crazy. She's like, yay, like that time. Like that stupid jump. Okay, so that is my experience with that's my experience with VTubers, which is kind of the era before they became what do you call them? It's the era before they became streamers. This was back in the YouTube videos era. I've never been on the Hololive community either. I was part of the anime community before Nux was a VTuber. He was an anime reviewer. Oh, I can see how that he became very popular then. Ask any questions about Hololive EN. I'm your guy. What color socks does Gar wear on Tuesdays? Anyway. So I did a quick deep dive on each one of these, but we are going to analyze every character here. Tell me Mori's favorite food. Okay, so we're gonna start. Okay, so I've talked about Tokino Sora, and well, I'm not going to overanalyze her because I kind of went into a whole like little rant. But Roboco-san, as we all know, do we start? Okay, you know what? We'll start with Sora. Sora, she looks like an idol. This is top-notch analysis by Manakyn. Okay. Scale to 10. character design. Well, first of all, oh, you guys know my beliefs on character design. Oh, there are other outfits, huh? Oh god, I have to consider a lot. I like this one. It's very normal person. This one's cute. Okay, so oh, here, that's perfect. Okay. Mana VTube review. Okay, so I am a believer that a character, I don't really want to rate it on a scale to 10. I don't want to give it a grade or anything. But I'm a believer that a character's design should accomplish very clearly just who they are, and that should be it, right? If they're carrying like a spear and they also have like a bun on their head and they're eating bread in they have bread in their mouth, and they're also wearing like a star sock on one foot and then like a striped sock on, that's like too much. That's like way too much character design, right? A character design should just be like, it's very clearly this is what this person is, in this case these characters are, and yeah, you're taking your wisdom on design. I mean, I'm a believer of things like animations, design, and character all need to come together to be coherent, and obviously animation is kind of limited in this sense unless you're doing like a whole ghillie suit mocap thing, but this character very clearly captures who she... I love her shoes. I never even noticed that. Her shoes are like little magic boots. She's an idol. She's a pop star idol, right? And it's very clear that she's an idol, right? She has the outfit with the skirt and little magical... I don't know what these things are called. These little tail, but it's like she's very themed, right? She has these little magical ribbons with these little these little diamond things, and then here are the star things, and here are more diamond things, and here, like, she has like, okay, here's her color, which is blue, and then she has a little bit of red here and yellow here, and then more blue, and then more blue and a little bit of yellow. So like you can see like her main colors blue, white, and then she's complemented by a little bit of yellow. I don't know why she has these sleeve things. I might remove those, but it's kind of silly, but I like it. It's very clear who she is. She's just like a sweet, happy idol girl who wants to make you happy. And to me, that's like the best design there possibly... Not the idol. Yes, sweet idol girls are the best design there possibly is. No, it's like something that's just really to the point and clear. And, you can talk about color theory all you want, but the general philosophy should be there. And yeah, exactly. I really like this one. It's kind of a big contrast from this one, which is just, she's just wearing a sweater. And I would just use normal socks here, but, whatever. But yeah, I like her because she's very clear. It's very clear who she is. I don't know how she is when she's on stream, because obviously there's a person behind this. She's not just written. But yeah, it's very clear who she is, which I really like. She seems like a sweetheart. And I've always said, the types of people I like to watch on stream are just very real people. Obviously, this is not a real person, but is it slander to say they're not real? She looks like she belongs to Tokyo Mirage Session. Is that stupid Fire Emblem game where like everyone transforms into an idol and it's like half Persona? Yeah, but it's very clear who she is, and that is something that is this is one of the reasons why I watched her when she was in the era of date. Let's look up no, not this, official website. Yes, the Fisona game. I should play that on stream. Oh, look, her loading screen even has her little, like, rabbit ears. Come on. Come on, Kizuna. Alright, well, anyway. We'll just do this. Wait, hold on. Is Kizuna a guy? That is a top-notch question to ask. Anyway, images. We'll just go with this. Oh, come on. Open image and new tab. Yeah, so this, I mean, this is the cartoon, but yeah, these, her and her, like, they're just very clearly, it's very clear who they are, right? They're not, like, they're just people in a normal world. And to me, that is just, it's very clear. And like, yeah, I know she has this backstory of I'm a robot or whatever, but how often she actually taps into that backstory is like 1 in 10,000. It's like, they're just people who are just upbeat and lively. Yeah. Kizuna has a weird just ASCII text stream going on for a while. I have not kept up with her. What's your backstory? I don't know. Maybe main character gave up because he completed all the quests, and so now he's just here making new ones. Very few people will understand that reference. Anyway. He was once a legendary well, some of you guys don't understand it. Oh. What happened? Hololive. Oh, let's go here. There we go. Okay, so next is Roboco. Have I ever made king crab? Have I ever made a king crab? Made a king crab. I mean, you don't make them, you can breed them. Roboco. I also have to read their taglines in their real voice, right? Obviously, whatever you guys know about them, that's not their real voice. I'm the real voice. I'm actually every one of them. Okay, so how Roboco-san sounds. I love how her name, it contains san. Roboco-san, how she sounds is hello, Bo. Roboco here. Here. Roboco here. So that's how she sounds. She has a very attractive voice, and so I know that she's a robot. Is all of her a robot, or is it just like she's a cyborg? I don't know. Let me think. I think when I look at this design, something about the face feels like... Have you guys ever watched a boy band or K-pop band, right? And they're clearly tired from going on stage, but an interviewer comes up to them and they're all like, "Of course, I'll sign your autograph for you." Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do. And it's clear they just want to take a nap. That's kind of how I feel about this. She kind of has a... Look, I'm done, but there is a camera in my face right now, and I just need to freaking smile right now. That's kind of how I feel right now. But overall, she's cute. She has the sweater. For some reason, I like sweaters. I feel like sweaters make every character a little bit better. But yeah. Is she like supposed to be a ghost here? Like, ooh, I guess it's like Halloween or something. You see, like, I like, you know, like when someone's a little bit more naturalistic, at least for the upfront pictures. Like, I totally get, like, if you want to, like, post, like, you being silly in, like, your Instagram feed or something. I don't know. I don't have an Instagram, but I don't know what they post there. But, like, I feel like I want to just see a little bit more of, like, upfrontness, if that makes sense. I like this one. I really like this one. Are you allowed to recommend me VTubers? Sure, but right now I'm, you know, just taking it slow because I have no idea what's going on. I really like this one. This one seems more genuine. Her face, maybe the bow's a little bit massive, but but her legs are always the same, huh? I guess because she's a robot. But yeah, for me, I really like this one. I really like how she looks, her smile in this one. This one, she almost looks sad to be here. Maybe it's the mouth. Maybe because the mouth is so exaggerated. Roboco has that look because apparently she has a killer instinct inside of her. I see. I think if that is the case, they should try to make it a little bit more upfront. They should try to bring out, like, if they want to emphasize the killer instinct, or like the fact that she's also like a Terminator or something, I guess. They should like probably bring that up a little bit more upfront so that we can see that. But I mean, I like her. I like her design. I see what they were going for. And chances are you'll probably notice a theme with me, which is the more fictional characters I end up disliking a little bit more, because I always feel like in order to make a fictional thing work, they have to try a little bit harder on the human side of things, which is why robot characters always feel a little bit less natural, which is why like alien characters always feel a little bit less natural, because they're trying also to make them relatable. And, you know, sometimes that's intentional and sometimes that's not. But you'll probably see a theme like that. Oh, now you guys are massive. At least the theme on how I look at things. Like, I really like her. I really like her. Yeah, I really like her. I also like how her boots... Does she have robot legs? I don't know. I noted last time that her pigtails are actually, like, coming out of, like, a different dimension. But I really like her. She seems like a sweetheart. She's also, like, 70% legs. Aki Rosenthal. Yes, Aki Rosenthal. Yeah, she's like 70% legs. Her torso and her head, I'm measuring it right here. Her torso and her head make up like up to her knee. From her hips to her knees. That's the entire part of her body. But yeah, she seems sweet. You know, it's very clear what this design is. She has these little futuristic thing, but overall, she is just supposed to try to be, you know, sweet and wholesome, looks like. Maybe she's a little bit peppy. She looks like she probably gets into trouble because she does things without thinking, or maybe is a little bit clumsy or something like that. With this, like, silly smile right here. But overall, I really like her. I also noted that her costumes, or her different outfits, they're all based on the same pose. Interesting. I'm not sure which one I like more, having different poses or the same pose. Oh my god. What the frick is this? Is she wearing overalls? I mean, I guess it's fashionable. It looks like she just finished painting something. This one's kind of sweet. This one looks like maybe for like a New Year's festival type of thing. Oh, wow. This is a good outfit. This is a really good outfit. I think this is really quality design. You can tell they really thought through the aesthetics of this outfit. It really shows off her personality. Okay, I guess you need fan service. Yeah, I like her. Oh. Now, I actually said, based on my last time I was here, this character design was one of my favorites. She looks like a piece of crap. Which is why I freaking love her. What the frick is going on over here? Yeah, this is exactly how I thought she was. She looks like she's over the top and gets in trouble. And it's very clear with her design. With the way she's standing, the way she's posing. It's very clear with almost like even her outfit is very like... I don't know how to put it, but it's like her hairpins, right? There's like 7 hearts here. By the way, her name literally means red heart. And she has like a whole bunch of little bows here. She has this little wristband over here. She has this thing, which is completely unnecessary. And I guess she's a schoolgirl because she's wearing these shoes. Yeah, but she seems like I'm over the top and that's how I like it. And she seems very real and genuine with that. So, I really like her design. I know some VTubers that exist, but the second I react to them, my channel would be gone. Well, if they exist, if those VTubers exist, then why would me reacting to them make it gone? Unless they're gone. But yeah. Yeah, look, I actually just want to point this out. Yeah, if you compare Aki and... Let me pull up her thing. Oh, this one's a little bit lower res. No big deal, though. If you compare their eyes, I love that. Right, you can see how Aki's eyes are slanted kind of outwards. Like, her eyebrows are slanted outwards, and her eyes are kind of slanted outwards. The tip of her... This corner right here. Do you guys see my mouse? Can you guys see my mouse? This corner right here is, like, down compared to the inside. Whereas, for Akai, her corner is slanted upwards here, right? So, this one kind of has more of a kinder look. And this one has a more, like, energetic, upbeat, maybe mischievous look. So, yeah, just a little bit of a design stuff for you guys. Let's see here. I really like this outfit. It really shows off her personality. Yeah, I think hold on. Yeah, okay, this, like, we're just going to analyze the outfit, right? This is certainly an outfit. Ha Chama Restaurant. Is that her, like, burger stand? I mean, this is almost reminiscent of, like, the 1950s, 1960s, like, roller skate, diners. I like this. What the frick is this? Is she like, I'm hiding my magical eye? Yeah, but I really like her as a character. She just seems kind of like that mischievous natured person. And I think last time I noted that I kind of like the older designs better than the newer ones. She's a fox, I guess. This character. Fubuki. Oh god, her name is Fubuki. Oh god. As you guys know, I have a history with another character named Fubuki that I hate. I definitely don't secretly love her. Yeah, she's doing the fox symbol. Yeah, this is not the rock-on symbol in Japan. I guess she's like a fox, so she's a furry. She has a little ahoge. I didn't notice. Did Hachama have an ahoge? No, she had like a little pigtail thing. Yeah, she seems like a sweetheart. Let me see what she would look like without the ears. Do I like her better with or without the ears? Hey, how's it going? Cologne Clips. There's been lore power creep from Dogs and Foxes, God of Time, and Eldritch Beast. Yeah, I think one of them was like Cthulhu or something later, right? We'll probably look at that. Also, how's it going? Okay, so she's a fox. She's a schoolgirl fox, maybe? No, she doesn't look like a schoolgirl. This isn't much of a uniform. But, I mean, she's kind of cute. I like... I think my only problem with this design is that the background is white, so it's difficult to see her. Can I change the... Does Hololive have a... Does the Hololive website have dark mode? Maybe not. But... Yeah, she seems like a sweetheart. And, you know, me personally, once again, I think those are the designs that VTubers, for me, that I like best. They're just real people. They're just real people that happen to also be anime. But good Foxy Day. Do they know what that means? Is this just a literal translation? I mean, Nyanners is the Lovecraft entity, Nyanth, and Ori Crony is a Warden of Time. Isn't Nyanners the one who made that song about her older brother getting into bed with her. I think I remember something like that. Yeah, if that's not right, Nyanners is an indie VTuber, and yeah, that sounds like her. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, one thing I'm not sure if this is a criticism or if it's just an observation. I know some of the VTubers out there, maybe less so when you are in a group, but especially some of the VTubers that are by themselves, they garner attention with shock factor, and it's one of those things that it's like it's kind of like a necessary evil because all of YouTube does that. And maybe this is just a criticism of YouTube in general, but I feel like the people who get popular are the ones who are like the most shocking, and I don't think that's always the best thing for, let's just say, the world. But yeah, how far are we gonna go? Are we just gonna run into cringe or just normal wholesome? I don't know. I have no idea. I know there's an entire like group of VTubers, quotes, VTubers on on Twitter, who are always criticizing the popular VTubers because they don't. I don't know. It's like they're always criticizing them for random reasons or something like that. Hold on a second. Sorry, I have to turn on my stream tracker. Yeah, but I know if is that what you're talking about for cringe? But yeah. So I guess, is that generation 1? Oh no, we have this row's generation 1, right? I thought I remember one more person here. Guess not. I actually kind of like the fact that they have these weird random animatics here. Like, it's very clear that these animatics are not part of the stream, right? I assume these animations are not actually part of their streams, because these seem way too well animated. Nux recently got canceled for just being parasocial, so the reasons can vary, I understand. Well, parasocial has a lot of meanings. Parasocial just means you're not very social, you're not good at being social, you're afraid of socializing. And parasocial could also mean something like you stalk girls online because you have some sort of like twisted worldview of them like having relationships with you. So like there's a lot of different definitions of parasocial. So those are hologra made by the official Hololive channel. Those are snippets from a short that they upload to the main agency channel. They're exactly what I expect they are, because it has a very it's very Japanese game show, Japanese real life comedy style. And very anime. It almost is less anime, more like just Japanese. It almost feels like, I'm just looking at these clips. It almost feels like, what is it? Japanese reality television, which is like over the top sometimes. It's very Japanese reality television is very different from American reality television. Like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like they try to be like real as like, oh, we're documenting their life even if they're not. Like these types of Japanese reality televisions might as well just be comedy. So yeah, but this girl, she's sweet. You can tell she is absolutely a mischievous piece of crap, which you can tell in her kind of like the way she smiles, even, right? She has like, how do you even do that? It's like the way she smiles, you can tell, like, you know, I'm pretending to be nice, but in reality I'm scheming on how to take, you know, pictures of you taking a bubble bath and posting them in the online or something like that. She's a very cheeky girl. It's like she's the type of person to try to get pictures of you sing, like try to like record audio of you singing in the shower and then posting it to just to like let everyone know how terrible you are. I like this. Oh, it's cute. She always has this like derpy smile. Look at that. Is this like her going to the beach? Wait, is this a surfboard? Wait, is this a shrimp tempura but with a bear face? What the frick is that? And this is her with like, is she supposed to be like a shrine? Like a shrine master or something? A shrine maiden? Whatever it's called. Mine girl. The girl is mine. The day something girl is mine. I have no idea. She looks like the wheels are spinning, but the hamster is dead. Oh, no. She kind of does. It's a little too... How do I put this? She's almost too cute, if that makes sense. Maybe it's fixed in her in like when she's on stream, but she almost is like too cute. Like if you think this is cute, well, I don't mean like that. I mean like it's projecting cute. Like, okay, take someone like me who is, I mean, I'm already very cute, but some people who are incorrect would say I'm not cute. But if I talk like this, then maybe people will think I'm cute. That's what I mean, like projecting cute. Yeah, like trying a bit too hard to be cute. Exactly. Also, do not clip that. Do not freaking clip. No, stop! Y'all are jerks. Hate you all. Clip the no! Okay, well, now we move in from the I'm a human designs to what the frick is going on designs. Okay. What the? What the? What the? Okay, so we know her archetype. Why would you put that on the main page? Okay. The animated show they do is wild. Alright, so we know her archetype and her reservations about her own body. Okay. I also got this green drink specifically because I figured I needed something weird for Hololive. Okay, this is where we go a little bit further from I'm a person who is, hey, how's it going, everyone, to I am clearly a character. if that makes sense. Because actually, here. What's that one game? Zenless Zone Zero. Sure, we'll use this as an example. Where are the characters? Is there like a character thing? Character. Okay, well, I don't know. Shop? Home. Is there like characters? Stop. Characters. Oh, characters. No, I don't want to log into Hoyoverse. Characters. Okay. Burn eat. Okay. So this is what I mean by characters, right? Here. Piper Wheel. She is not a real person, right? She is a character. So when we look at her character, they clearly represent her as... Okay, they're not letting me zoom in. But they clearly represent her as, I am a sleepy person because, you know, that's how I act and that's how I am, right? Or maybe... No, not you. Let's just choose another random one. Section 6, sure. You. Right? She's like, oh, I'm silly. That's why I have my tongue sticking out. And, you know, I'm carrying this big... Is she carrying a hammer or like a giant sword? Or I don't know. And then we have... I don't know. How about you? Here, like this one. She's like, I'm clearly a snark and I'm kind of a jerk. And, you know, I'm kind of like posing to kind of like capture that. Right? So this is one of those things that, for me, on VTubers, sometimes turns me off, and I don't mean to insult Murasaki Purple Shion, because she seems like a cute and fun character. But these ones, they're just like, I am posing to be, like, to show off myself as a person. Whereas this one here, and let's see. Maybe that's the only one. No, maybe this one right here. Like, they kind of are more posing for, like, this is my character. This is, like, me as a character. And actually, this is the only one I really see it in, to be honest. Because all of the others, they seem like they're just posing to, like, introduce themselves. Maybe this one. I've already said that this one is kind of weird to me. This one as well, right? This one, her name is Lat? I don't know. But those characters to me, I feel like I would absolutely play a video game based on them. Like this, like they're posing like characters in a Hoyoverse game, right? But they're not really posing like I would expect like an idol or a streamer to post. Does that kind of make sense? Does that kind of make sense what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like they are representing themselves as video game characters and not as streamers, if that makes sense. And maybe that was the goal. I'm very careful about my words right now because I know the fan base is really, really, really harsh. And if one fan happens to post me on Reddit, and they can send the entire army after me, and I hope not. But I want to keep my channel small. But so, for example, I really like this one. I really like her. She's probably my favorite, just based on design, because it's very clear who she is. She seems like a sporty girl. She's wearing a hat. She has a little whistle here, but she's not over exaggerated. She also has like the little, maybe she's a cheerleader because she has the little yell megaphone thing. But yeah, she's wearing sneakers, unlike the others who are wearing like more dressy shoes or like more fancy shoes. Like, it's very clear who she is, and she's not trying to be anyone. She's just like, hey, that's me. There are video games with them, with video games on the... Yes, but, you know, the question here is, are they intended to be video game characters, or are they intended to be streamers that happen to also have video games about them, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So this character, I feel like especially her face, it feels more like let's see. Is there like a snarky piece of crap here? I don't know. Maybe like this. Maybe like this character right here. It feels like this character, Murasaki Shion, and this character, by the way, I've never played Zenless Zone Zero, so I don't actually know very much about the game, but I do understand the basics of game design and presentation. So it feels like this character and this character are kind of adjacent, in which they're kind of posing in a way that is like, oh, I'm showing off my personality as a character, rather than I'm showing myself as a person. It's like she has this snarkiness about her. She's kind of very clearly like posing in like a certain way, and also she's pigeon-toed, but that's beside the point. Yeah, so maybe it's mostly her face, I think. Anyway, let me get out of Zenless Zone Zero because I don't want to advertise gacha games. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, in terms of design, as far as the extra characters, I can give this one a pass. She has like a theme going on, which is I'm a magic witch, I'm a magical girl. I think I would, yeah, I much prefer this design. Although her skirt is like pulled up really high. Or maybe this one? Oh, this one is her in some sort of like kimono-esque type of thing. I know Iron Mouse has an overly protective large fan base. I'll either stay away or brace myself. Yeah, but I think I kind of prefer this design or this design over this design. Like, I get what they're going for. I feel like it's a little much. But it's not that bad. I think it's okay. Yeah, overall I think it's okay. Okay, now Nakiri Ayame. I mean, they were clearly going for some sort of like, what the frick? Okay, whatever I thought they were going for, apparently they're not. Whatever is going on the screen right now, I have no idea. But they were clearly going for some sort of shrine girl or something like along those lines. Or like, she has an Oni mask right here, so she's probably some sort of demon with the horns. You love subscribing to this channel. And I like the way they represent her here. Her pose, her face seems happy. She's just, you know, generally smiling at the camera. This is exactly how I would expect like a K-pop group would take body shots, which is just a kind of a cute pose. How's it going, Felix? Let's not say something like that, okay? You can disagree with it, but you don't call it garbage. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's clear what they're going for. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, but I mean, I like her design. I would say it's extra, but the look they're going for is extra because that's kind of how is this? It's not a shrine girl, right? Or what is this? What is this? It's like she has swords. She's not like a shrine maiden. She's a I don't know what it's called. a kimono-clad Oni girl. Maybe let's just say it's a kimono. I used to be in a K-pop band like band with a bunch of narcissists. Can you sing Mana? Oh, say, can you see? Yes. Yeah, but I personally like this design because it's like, once again, right? If you're a little bit extra, just be very clear for what you're going for. And this is very clear of what she's going for. Like, I don't know what it's called, but I know what it is. Sounds great. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I kind of like her design here. The kimono is nice. Kimonos are always a little bit... Oh. Well, anyway. Okay, so we know that Yuzuki Choco is very popular with the guys, right? It's just a hunch I have. I have this hunch, like, because she has this very large personality. You know what I'm saying? Her large personality must be so attractive. Well, we were bound to run into the fan service one eventually, right? Oh, yeah, sorry. Her absolutely massive personalities. But, I mean, at the very least, it's very clear what she is. It's very clear what she's supposed to be with her, like, lacy stockings and skirt and her, like, frilly blouse. And I swear to God, if I get demonetized because I'm reviewing things that YouTube, like, puts on their channels, like, I swear to freaking God. And are those, like, wedding bands or something? She is also... Actually, quite a few people I know have bigger personalities. That's why a lot of people like some of them. This has taken a strange turn. Well, it's not just about their personalities. It's also how they integrate them to the character. Right? So the question will also be... Because it's very clear that it's not just about her personality. It's that she makes a very specific effort to show off her personality. If that makes sense. Is this a wedding dress? I gotta say, partly see-through dresses are so peak in design. I don't know what it is, but like having this skirt and then having this dress here, but it's partially see-through where you can see like her legs. So like the dress isn't there, but it's still there. It's so freaking extra, but it's so peak. Where is it? Unicorn Overlord. This design with her having a leotard and then a see-through dress, like, mwah. Mwah. Yeah, so, okay, she's very clearly... It's very clear who she is, right? Would I ever watch her? I mean, I suppose it depends on who she is, but it's like, I can imagine many people, many viewers are there for reasons other than her content. Well, her content, but not her content, if that makes sense. So, you like see-through? See-through dresses done right are great. And here I am saying you shouldn't be extra, right? But, yeah, but it would depend on who she is, but I bet she plays on that a lot. I bet she plays on the, hey baby thing a lot. Don't quote me saying that. All right, now for my favorite. Okay, this just makes her look like an idiot. But I think her design is my favorite. It's like she knows who she is, and she's just unapologetic about it. I'm kind of this sporty person. I just like to have fun, and that's it. Our loud duck. One of the new EN girls, Cecilia Immergreen, has a very tasteful, we'll have to check it out. To be honest, the biggest personalities are bigger than half their bodies. If you the biggest personalities, you mean? Okay, I see. You gotta put that in quotes, otherwise I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, but yeah, she's probably my favorite. She seems like just like a loud, enthusiastic person, and she just likes to, you know, have fun and go out and play. I don't know, go play sports because why not, or something like that. You're gonna have to check this out later. Thanks so much for coming by. Subaru is loud. She's a manager of an MMA team and an esports. Well, wrong type of sport, but MMA, sure. She's bright and cheerful and full of... Oh, right. How would she sound? Sup, guys? I'm Osaru Subaru! Oh, no! Okay. Of all the people we've seen so far, this idiot 100% has the Todd voice. She 100% is Todd, okay? Wow! Sup? I'm Osaru Subaru from the Hololive 2nd generation! She is 100% Todd. That is her canon voice. If she sounds any different, it's because it's wrong. There was some sort of, like, I don't know, volume problem, but this is how she actually sounds. I love her. I would absolutely hang out with her. I mean, not extremely far off. I would absolutely hang out with her if I was in, like, I don't know, she seems like, how old is she supposed to be? Like a high schooler? Well, she's a manager of like an esports club, so she's probably like her senior year in high school or something like that. She's currently working hard with her own pro gamer skills. Yeah, I can imagine, like, she's like, I can see her personality being like, she's really bad at video games, but I don't know if she actually is, but like, she's really bad at video games, but she needs to be good at every sport, and esport has the word sport in it, so she's trying to learn how to play video games. That's kind of how I see the story. The 7 deadly schmucks. The smucks. But yeah, If I was in high school, I'd totally have a crush on her. I know my past self well enough to be able to say that. Azki. Is this AZ-Ki or AZKI? I don't know. Virtual Diva. Oh, seems new. She doesn't have that much. Yeah, but for a streamer and like a real person, I really love this design. She's kind of fashionable. I don't know if wearing half a coat is considered fashionable, but for me, anything that isn't normal is automatically fashionable. When you were 9, your crush was Trixie. Like, there are a few Trixies. There's Trixie Tang from Fairly Odd Parents. There's Trixie the Great and Powerful from My Little Pony. There is... Actually, those are the only 2 Trixies I know. Trixie Tang. Oh god, the stupid popular girl. Timmy, honk your horn. Gosh, you're pretty. Gosh, you're pretty. How's it going, Sarah? She had a major rework when she moved from their music label to the normal streamers. Her old looks aren't on the site because her base model is different and more cyberpunk. Okay, let's see if we can find that. Thank you. Also, hello, Sarah Sela. Did I say that correctly? Is it AZ-Ki or AZKI? Oh, wow, I see it. Oh, that's really different. Let's see if we can find a larger picture of her. That's probably the largest we're gonna get. There we go. That's really different. AZKI. Yeah, that's super, super different. Honestly, I kind of like this one. I kind of wish she kept this. Like, I don't know if, like, she's trying to fit her personality to be like a... What is it? Kind of like a rave girl? Like an EDM kind of... Like, this is the type of person I would run into at, like, stupid EDM parties when I was still in college. You'd, like, I would run into this type of person, think I was in love, and then 2 seconds later, I see her vomiting on the floor because she drank too much. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm in love. Yeah, but I kind of wish she kept this. This is more like a... This one makes her look more like... let's go party kind of girl. And this one's more like a sweetheart. And I guess, I don't know, I guess I like the sweetheart design. This one is clearly like her performance outfit or something like that. And I really like this. It's thematic. You know, she has this tiara over here, what, you know, has this and it kind of like matches throughout this, right? This little silver here. Well, she also has these silver pins across her jacket here. The starry blue is on her sleeves. It's on her jacket. It's inside her dress. And this kind of here, this flowery pattern also matches her tiara, and I really like this design. Also, her hair looks like it's doing like a DNA helix or something. It seems like I have experience. No comment. Don't be like me when you go to college. Study hard. Actually study, guys. But anyway, yeah, it's weird. It's weird, like, seeing a complete redesign like this. I totally get why they redesigned, because maybe they don't want her to associate the old design with the new design. I totally get that. But I kind of wish she kept the old design. I really like this design. Especially the pink hair on the inside. It's kind of weird, but, you know, it kind of has this nice little feel to it. She almost looks like angelic to an extent. I really like this design. Anyway, actually, you know what? Just randomly talking about college and studying. I am living proof. I am 100% living proof that any idiot can get a PhD. You don't need to be smart to get a PhD. I am living proof of that. You're one. Okami. So she's a wolf. Based on the name. I always like this pun. Okami. Actually. Okami is also one of my favorite games. Well, it looks like she's here now. Okami video. Do you guys know this video game? Let's see. Let's find a bigger picture. Here it is. Yeah, do you guys know this video game? Okami. Paintbrush wolf game. Yes, it is. It is a freaking masterpiece. I freaking love this game. Like, you can pause the game at any point, and it looks like a water brush painting or whatever it is. Your brother said it was terrible, though. I mean, I get that it's not for everyone because it really plays hard on the aesthetic. And people who want to see action and adventure, but they might not like this game as much as a Legend of Zelda game, which this game heavily draws inspiration from. But this game really relies hard on the aesthetic. But the title of the game is actually a pun, because Okami is it means wolf. I would love. Frick, miss. No worries. I get you. But I actually wanted to play it on my stream. It's not a very popular game. They told me that Ink Sands was. I don't know what Ink Sands is. Is that a game? Yeah, I'm not hip with the kids, yo. But anyway, this is a freaking fantastic game. I wanted to play it on stream at some point. Maybe I will at some point, but it's like a font or the skeleton. But yeah, the name is a pun. So Okami means God, but Kami means no, Okami means wolf, but Kami means God. And if you add an O in front of it, well, this is two. It should actually be two O's, but they put the line on top to represent two O's because that's how you write it in English, apparently. But yeah, but so Okami-sama means you put O in front of a word to add respect to it. So it's both like a respectful way to say God, a little bit off, but it's a pun. And then it's a kind of somewhat of a respectful way to say God, and it also means wolf. So the story is about a wolf who's a god. So yeah, and if you actually look at where is Okami Mio, right? How she spells her name is Big God. So O, you can also use O, two O's, and that is the word for big. So big God and also wolf. So I can immediately see she's a black-haired wolf girl. There are a lot of furries, huh? I mean, I guess that type of thing is kind of popular. She uses Big God Mio as her username. I see. Like for if she's like a World of Warcraft account or something like that. Big God Mio. I like that. Hello. 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 That's how she talks. It's canon. Hello. Okami. Ruby. Ruh-roh, Raggy. By the way, have I heard about VTuber Mythos? Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, who have the biggest... You just want to look at personalities today, don't you? Anyway. You know, there is an entire website. It's called the Personality Hub. That might... I think maybe that would interest you a little bit more than this stream right now. But yeah, I kind of get what they're going for. She kind of has two different themes. She kind of has the whole Japanese thing here, but then she also has this kind of half sailor outfit, school you girl type of thing. I like it. I think more than anything, I like the way she presents herself. I mean, obviously she's doing this because she's a dog. Rough, right? I'm so cute. But yeah, I like the way she presents herself. Yeah, it's very like, she seems like a little bit more mild-mannered than the others. Ooh, I really like this design. I like how they integrate the hat and the ears. I don't know, I would have just folded the ears down so they don't get in the way. What the dog doing? But I always... you know, this one's nice because the ears don't get in the way. I don't know how I feel about animal ears. Does she also have human ears? Like, if you lift up her hair, is it just skin? Like, these are the real questions you should be asking, guys. These are the questions you need to ask. We will never know. She is hiding the answer. Yeah, I think I'd like this one. Because she looks like a real person. I mean, anime, but she looks like a real person. The last one outfit wants you to makes you feel like singing Red Like Roses. I feel like I know that. Okay, now this derp I do know about. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Schrodinger's animal girl ears. The only reason I know about her is because of the one GTA 5 clip with Franklin and whatever his friend's name is. That's the only reason I know her. Lamar, that's his name. Franklin and Lamar. Yeah, but this is actually the design I know. She's changed a little bit. Yeah, I don't actually know this design. I know this one, if I remember correctly. This, I think, is her old design. Yeah, but I think they really went all out with the Shrine Maiden thing. Yeah, I like this design a lot. Because it's very, once again, like, it's very clear what it's trying to do. Obviously, if she was an actual Shrine Maiden, wearing this short a skirt would get her kicked out, like, in, like, 5 seconds. But she is a virtual Shrine Maiden, so it's a-okay. Dude, I feel like I've said that before. Right! I've said that before to, Mia Fey. Like, Mia Fey, if she was real, she'd get kicked out of court in, like, 5 seconds. Yeah. Oh, this is a really nice design. This is Anime World, it's built different. Yeah, in the anime world, they criticize you for wearing too much clothes. Speaking of wearing too much clothes, I was thinking of playing Xenoblades 2. Anyone who knows Xenoblades 2 understands why that connection worked. If you guys would watch it, I would absolutely play it. Yeah, if you guys would watch it, I'd absolutely play it on stream. This is a cute outfit. This looks like a performance outfit. She would wear this on stage, maybe. Like, Pyra and Mithra. Yeah! Yeah, did you know they based Pyra and Mithra off of a character from Super Smash Bros? I'm sorry, I had to make that terrible joke. I like this design. This design is adorable. Yeah, this design is super cute. I really like this design. Is it the hat, maybe? I don't know. It's like, it's just very fluid and clear. And it's like you have this, the little, like, corset. But, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like, sometimes, like I say with art, sometimes you can't describe why it's good. It's just good. And this design is just really good. I really like this design. I also really like how they portrayed her face and, like, her hat. Like, she looks like she's trying to hold up her hat while she's posing. Like, it kind of has, like, an air of clumsiness, but she's also trying to be nice and friendly. I like this design a lot. This one is Neko Mata. Apparently she likes cats. Okay, that's not how I imagined her. She has, like, a pretty big personality in these cartoons, but she seemed a lot more reserved. She seems very reserved in these ones. She also has a rice ball on her shirt. What is it with asymmetrical pants? Is that like a thing? Like, I've noticed people only wearing one sock. I've noticed people wearing, like, different pants. I've noticed people wearing, like, different length boots or, like, different colors. That seems to be, like, a very common thing. Like I always say, I like to keep asymmetry as fun. Fair enough. By the way, did you know the best way to make a character, any character, important or give a character the feeling of a main character, just make them asymmetrical. That's like design philosophy 101. Make everyone symmetrical, make one character asymmetrical. That's the main character. I think I like her original design the best. Yeah, I think it captures the very casualness of her character. Maybe she should pull down this pant leg. It's kind of annoying me, to be honest. But it captures the casualness of her character. I think this is really good. Like, I realize I've spent like half the stream analyzing characters instead of actually watching the stream. So, should I keep analyzing the character? I kind of want to analyze a few more. Maybe we will... Well, this one's a dog. There's nothing to analyze. It's a dog. It's a dog! It's a dog! It's a dog! Inugami. Hello, fingers? Give me your... Is she some sort of, like, finger-eating demon? Hello, fingers. Give me your fingers. That's what she sounds like. The frick. Sponsored by Sega. Korone is one of the more popular ones. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a sloth. You guys should know that. I've said this over and over again. My aspiration in life is to be a sloth. This one, I like this design right here. Kind of like chocolatey. Is that a reasonable phrase? But honestly, this design is just really good. It's a Yakuza horror thing. She takes fingers from her underling. Oh, I see. She makes... yeah, that is a kind of traditional punishment among the Yakuza. Right, we've seen that before, by the way, guys. If you guys remember us playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, that was actually the very first thing that happened to Ichiban. He screwed up the money collection, and his boss made him try to cut off his finger. So I see, I understand. But yeah, honestly, okay, these designs are great. So you know what? Let's bounce around. Like you said, like maybe we should bounce around. Like some of the later designs are the ones I'm not a huge fan of. Let's see here. This one is a bit much. Like, yeah, it's a lot. This is a little bit much. There is, like, the hair is like, okay, there's white, but then there's also blue. There's a traditional, oh, wait, so this is a traditional outfit. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, this one's still kind of much. The design, I think, is a little bit too much for me. She's clearly like an ocean or water or something like that, but it's like, you know, there's white and then blue and then scattered all over, and then you have this, but then you also have these sunglasses here, and yeah, it's partially the hair. I think it might partially be the hair. Because it's just so colorful, I would say. Yeah, I much prefer her hair like this. Like, it's a lot easier to look at. I understand that their hair goes all the way down here. But, yeah, like, if you just look at her face from here versus this, it's like, it's so much easier to look at that than it is to look at this. And that's just for me. I think this design is just so... I feel like I'm so distracted, if that makes sense, right? Like, I think her... Do you not think more is always better? More is always better when it comes to personality. No, yeah, often in design, less is actually better. Like, here's the thing, right? I think her hair is actually a perfect metaphor for this, right? When water crashes, it kind of goes like, pff, like this, right? It spreads everywhere, right? So there's no one point that you're focused on, right? In this case, right, generally the thing you want to focus on is the face. Okay, enough of the personality jokes. Generally what you want to focus on is the face, right? And when you have all this chaos going around next to her face, it's kind of difficult to keep yourself in one point. So that's just how I feel about that type of thing. Let's actually take a look at it. Oh boy. This I hesitate to click on this one because I suspect she doesn't have these things in the background when she's actually doing stuff. Like if she has all this crap in the background when she's on stream, that would be a nightmare, I swear to God. But it doesn't look like she has that because it looks like all the other ones are seem to have removed that. She can toggle, it's usually off. Oh, thank God. Okay, then I don't have as much criticism as I thought I did. Because if, like, once again, right, you want to focus on someone's face or like maybe their arms or whatever they're doing. I suspect she can't move her arms, but and then you have all of this crap around her, and it's just taking up extra space. The tentacles are crazy in 3D. What? Yeah, so, you know, without the tentacles, I think the design is great. Or, I mean, it's okay. I'm not sure why it looks like her hair is made of jello here. It's kind of weird, but... Oh, she's the Eldritch Horror. She's Cthulhu, I see. Yeah, but something like this is nice. Something like this is nice. Take that cookie out of your mouth. Girl, you're running to school. Take the food out of your mouth and just put it in your mouth. Just eat it! Yeah, like these designs I think are great. Yeah, these designs I think are okay. Yeah, but as we go down, they get a little bit extra. Like, the one thing I don't like... I know this character is really popular. I know this one character is really popular. The one thing I don't like is the fact that I feel almost distracted by this thing that she's wearing. Like, I'm assuming she can just take it off because we have this. But, like, I actually am not a big fan of her being represented with the thing here, because I feel like I don't really. It's like she never wears the hood. Well, okay, I'm glad to hear that. Like for this, it feels like, you know, someone's wearing a helmet. You know what I mean? She agrees. Okay, well, at least she has some semblance of design. Like it feels too much like she's wearing like a helmet, and the helmet is like trying to block out some parts of her. Yeah, but this design, I really like this design. You can't really see all of it. I'm not sure why there's so many characters have these random band-aids on their knees. Is it like supposed to represent like they're childish and so they scrape their knees or something like that? I like this design. This design is cute. Yeah, this design is really cute. It's really good in terms of color. You know, it keeps the color consistent. It matches her hair, which kind of does a really job at framing her face. It's like, yeah, this is a cute design. Can you remember the last time I scraped my knee? No. No, I can't. I haven't scraped my knee in years, man. Well, that's partially because I wear pants, but, Band-aids show they are clumsy. I get that. Yeah, a couple days ago. I wear pants nowadays, so I don't really scrape my knees. Like maybe when I was... Oh, no. I did bust my knee really badly when I was playing volleyball in a terrible beach, and the sand was like this shallow, and right under the sand there was like a freaking rock. I was like, I don't know who... Like, oh my god, that was the worst beach I've ever played in. Freaking split my knee wide open. Well, I didn't like split it, but it's like it was bleeding like crazy. Yeah, so don't play beach volleyball where the sand is really shallow, guys. But yeah, I mean, without the hood, I think her design is okay. Let's go back down to here. This one is also a little bit much. Yeah, this one I also feel is a little bit much. Like, once again, I don't know how much of her you see. Chances are you only see the shoulders, so you don't see these sleeves. But, it looks like she's like supposed to be a mouse. Is that a mouse trap? But it's like her hair is like 4 different colors. And her sleeves are another 2 different colors. And she has this choker, but it has spikes. It's a little bit much. One of your favorite VTubers. I mean, I love this VTuber. She is so cool. It fits with the artist's style. I see. Yeah, I'm looking at her designs. It's like, I can see how it fits. She's the incarnation of chaos. I mean, I get that. I think it's great. But at the same time, I also think, you know, even if you are chaos, you have to be like visually appealing chaos. And I think, maybe if they toned it down a bit, maybe they, like you said, like, Gar or whatever her name is, doesn't actually wear the hood when she's streaming, and what is it? The Cthulhu girl, she takes off the tentacles. So if they do something to tone this down, maybe it's okay. But it's like I'm looking at this one. This one is just, I feel like this is the thing, right? I feel kind of dizzy looking at this because I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to look. You know what I mean? Also, I've noticed one thing that I actually kind of don't like about the later designs is for some reason each one of their eyes has this little like reflection down here. Make her bald. I totally watched that, actually. You know what? Oh, we should watch a VTuber shaving stream. Oh, guy, Hololive, sponsor me. I'll set up a VTuber shaving stream. I will get you guys all electric razors for you to just go right up through your hair. Oh, okay. If you guys, just give me a call. I'll help you guys. She wears this one without the jacket. Bald alive. Yeah, but yeah, but one thing I noticed is a lot of the new designs have this weird reflection here. Do you guys know what is that supposed to represent something? Let me see if she has a design that I might like a little bit better. Yeah, I think the one thing I don't like about this one character is that her hair is a little bit... There's too much going on in my... The eyes are the artist's signature anime stuff. Oh, is that a specific to the artist? Like, don't get... Like, obviously, like, if you look at any random character, let's, I don't know, look at this one, right? You can see that at the very least, right? The eyes right here, like, they kind of have a reflection because the light is coming down from, like, the top of their head, maybe, like, over their hair or something, which is why there's this little reflection here. Her face looks a little bit disproportionate, but we're not thinking about her right now. Going back to here. But, yeah, but this character right here, we'll look at her next, because it seems you guys like that character, too. Does the artist does Saber. Crony is the artist that does Saber from Fate. The Crony is the artist that does Saber. Oh, her artist. Okay, yeah, but like this one, the reflection feels weird to me. Like it doesn't feel like it makes sense. Unless she was like staring at fire. If she was staring at fire and the fire is reflected off of her eyes, maybe. But I saw that in this character. I also saw that in another character earlier. This one. I'm assuming they're the same artist. The mouse girl and the water girl. No artists are repeated. Interesting. Yeah, so you can see she kind of has this weird reflection under her eyes as well. I'm not sure what that is. It almost feels like, I don't know, it feels like she might have cataracts or something. Oh no! Are the VTubers going blind? We gotta help them. You would get a black butler. You just want to be a pretty boy. Yeah, but anyway, we'll look at one more and then maybe we'll go to actual YouTube. Because the word tuber kind of implies that we have to actually go to YouTube. This one. Yeah, wait, well, let's go back. This one is a little bit this one's way too much for me. The multicolored hair, the weird spiky design. This one's a bit too much for me. Hey, how's it going, Kiyoma? But anyway, maybe we'll look at her next time. But right now we're looking at this one. And as you said, she has Saber face. Saber, fate, stay. Oh, this is a really old one. I can see it. I can see it. We'll find something like that. Anyway. She seems really popular with the guys. She also has a pretty nice personality. This one is, I feel a little bit strange about this one. This one feels slightly disproportionate. Oh yeah, she's also is 70% legs. Who was the other one who was 70% legs? Aki, I think? Yeah, she's 70% legs and 20% head and 10% torso. Kronichiwa. Why am I doing this? I hate my life. Okay, she is automatically my least favorite. She is bottom. No. She is beneath trash tier. With a pun that. Oh God. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts. Anyway. Yeah, hopefully she can take off this thing, because once again, it's kind of extra. Hopefully she can take off these, like, I don't know, what is she wearing, like a veil or something? Other than that, I think it's okay. I feel like there's a bit too much in terms of colors. A lot of EN say puns in the intro. No wonder I avoid Hololive. She's also hilariously narcissistic. Yeah, I figured that for her It's Me perfection. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think her thing is okay. Her eyes are absolutely massive compared to everyone else. To me, I mean, thematically, who said that no artists are, yeah, someone said no artists are repeated. So I get that, you know, they'll all look slightly different from each other. It's a little bit thematically, it feels a little bit weird, but you know, I also get it. You know, if I was like the stylist or like the designer in Hololive, and I'm not a professional designer, which is why I'm not the designer for Hololive, but I would want all the art styles to be consistent. But I also understand that from a marketing perspective, it's really good to have lots of different famous artists creating your characters. So from a marketing perspective, I totally get this. Yeah, and it's actually very clever, which is why Hololive CEO is making a lot of money, and I try to avoid business as much as possible. Okay, they almost feel like a different character. This is like a gender bend. Her new outfit, the Warden. Give me one moment. My red light turned on. I'm going to turn that off. There's a lot of lore that I have no idea, but yeah, this feels like a completely different character. So I don't know how I feel about this outfit. Yeah, this also feels like a different character. I think this and it's just because she doesn't have the ribbon. No, I feel like they all are a little bit distinct. Like this character and this character, I feel like they're the same person. This character here and this character here. They feel like the same person. But I think the hair frames her face so differently when it comes to this versus this. Let me see. Let me try again. I mean, there are some people who, when they change their hairstyle, they look like a completely different person. So I mean, it's fair. That's fair. I feel like I wouldn't recognize this person if she showed up like this, and then the next day she showed up like this. I think I wouldn't recognize her. I would recognize her because it's clearly like I'm going to her channel to watch it or something like that. But it's like if like there was an advertisement for this character and she was advertised in this outfit, I don't think I would recognize it. Imagine if you could recognize someone. Well, I mean, that's why I really like designs like this, right? Because I clearly can see that this character is the exact same character as this character, and the exact same character as this character, and the exact same character as this character. Her facial structure and shape are generally the same. Right, and let's even look for one that has a different hairstyle. I think we saw a few of them. Here. Even this one, right? I said that this one's a little bit too character-ish, but it's like, I can very clearly tell that this character is the same as this character. Is the same as this character. Like, they look like the same character, if you understand what I'm saying. Whereas, I think it almost feels like this character has two different characters. There's this one, and then there's also this one and this one. And I'm not sure what it is. I think it's the way the hair frames her face. So if you look at this one, right? The majority of her hair frames her face. So the frame of the face is like this. Her hair goes out this way, and her hair goes out this way. And they're the bangs, but these bangs are here for every character, right? Her hair goes out this way, and then it's the same thing for this one, right? The character here, right? Her hair just doesn't get in the way of her face. You can see her ears and everything, right? Whereas this one, the hair is kind of intruding onto her face. And this one as well. The hair is clearly on her face. So it gives it a very different kind of framing of her face. And I think that's why her face looks so different. I think. I'm not a master designer, so I don't know for sure. But I think that's why. Don't get me wrong. I like this design because it's clear on what it is. I think I like this design the best. Like I said, I just like a simpler design. And this one is, why is it a snake? I guess it represents long life or something. Because she has the whole clock thing going on. Actually, I kind of like this one the best. They're all okay. I kind of don't like this one compared to the other three, to be honest. And I think this is her original outfit. I kind of like this one the best. Yeah, but I'd say, yeah, the one thing I would say about this character is that it's a little bit confusing when she changes outfits. But, I mean, overall, like, it's close enough where, like, I can see fans would understand. Honestly, she looks like she's a time deity. Is that what she looks like? I don't know. It looks like she's a warrior to me. Oh, what? And I mean, maybe you understand that she's a time deity because she is, what is it? Because that's like her time is an unwavering, precise entity, and it's war. To me, she just looks like a swordsman. Her swords are clock hands, to be fair. I did not realize that. Okay, so there's certainly a level of, like, lore that plays into the character, so fair enough. And, by the way, that's one of the things that I said, you know, for the same thing with, like the whole Zenless... Let's go back to Zenless Zone Zero. I hate going to gacha games, but bear with me for a sec. Like, you know, these types of characters, I don't know, I'll just choose someone random that I haven't... Is that a bear? Like, okay, like, when you look at this character, right, you see, like, we bears? Wait, is that... Like, when you look at this character, right, what do I see? I see she's kind of wearing, like a suit here, right? And, I mean, she took it off and she's tied it to her waist or something like that. So it seems like she's probably doing like in, I don't know, like in like painting or like building or, you know, some sort of like labor where you would need like a hard hat or something like that, right? She has this like a wrench here and she has a hammer here. So, and a heavy industry. So it looks like it does imply like they're like some sort of like construction type of thing. And so that plays onto that, right? And it's the same thing for here, right? You have clock stuff here. You have clock hands and stuff like that, right? So there's a lot of like story elements that play into a character, right? And so like there's like a lore or like a background or some sort of history or something that play into the character. And so in order to fully appreciate this, you have to know that, okay, these are actually clock hands and this is like a timepiece and she's like some sort of goddess and this is like, I don't know, maybe that's some magical sigil or something like that, right? And with that context, I can kind of understand this, but at the same time, it's one of the reasons why I say the later designs, these later designs, especially like from here onwards, I would absolutely play a video game based on these characters, but I'm not sure I'd watch a live stream, if that makes sense. Because they feel like video game characters. They feel like characters that are designed with like a story or an intricate, like, interwoven idea in mind. Like, especially this one. I'm just looking at this one right here. Like, she's clearly like some sort of like magical nature elf. Like, you can have, she has the here. She has the hair, in her hair there are like tree branches, and she's holding a golden apple, which seems to imply that maybe she came from like the Garden of Eden or something like that. And she has flowers here. Let's see how she's posing, right? She seems like, you know, kind and motherly. So maybe she's like, you know, she's like some sort of Mother Nature. Exactly. Meep said it perfectly. She's Mother Nature, right? So it's very clearly like, okay, there's a story behind this character, right? Whereas, you know, let's just take me as an example as a streamer. You guys don't know my history, right? You guys know I went to school at some point and I got my degree, and that's about it, right? I don't have any intricate background to me. Like, I'm not an alien trying to take over the world, as far as you know, and I haven't, you know, wiretapped all your phones, as far as you know, and I haven't, you know, and I don't have all your family records and histories, as far as you know, and no, but it's like, you know, you can kind of just come here and sit and relate to me. So I have your lore, exactly. She is really a mommy, not a mother, a mommy. Oh, I see. I'm kidding. Hey, how's it going, Gray? I'm sounding like a villain. No, yeah, it's like you kind of come here and you relate to me because you know I'm a human. And that's one of the reasons why I say, like, at least the later characters. I keep going back to seeing this character, this pirate girl. Like, these later characters, I would 100% play a video game based on them. She looks like some sort of, like, death bride. Like a bride, like some sort of Black Widow. Maybe she kills her husbands or something, I don't know. She is a detective. Her name is Watson, for God's sake. She is Mother Nature. We know that she's a rat. Let's look up here. She's some sort of freaking jester. She's some sort of, like, I don't know, some demon girl. She's a princess. She's a pirate. So it's like, you kind of get, like, the feeling of their character, but, like, they feel like characters, right? Once you get past the Kazama Iroha one, you get to Indonesia English, which has heavy lore. Like Kazama Iroha. This one. This is Kazama Iroha. And then this is Indonesia, I think. Not sure. And are all these from Indonesia? I don't think she's from Indonesia. No, I think Risu to Kobo. Risu. Squirrel to Ocean. Okay. I see. And she is the death god. Okay, so I was close enough. I thought she was like a woman who marries dudes and then kills them for their money. She has the whole wedding veil thing, but I can also see how she's deaf. She's a Kirby. I was close. I was close. Okay. But yeah, I like so I get it. I get, but like I understand what they're going for, but somebody said like the lore creep or like the design, the character power creep is real because like these ones, they totally feel like normal people. Even the demon, even this demon girl, she feels like a normal person. You know, even the dog girl, she feels like kind of like it's just a normal person. So it's one of those things where like as you get further down, they feel more like video game characters. At least that's how I see it. Anyway, let's look at YouTube. Get out of here, Zenless. You guys get to see what's on my YouTube feed. Let's learn from Ubisoft's failure. Yeah, there have been a lot of failing video games. I don't watch My Little Pony. Oh, I'm exposing myself. We've got Pekora. Oh, Sekiro. See, what a missed opportunity to call this Pekiro. My Little... Oh my god, you're... Oh, Trixie and Trixie are on the same screen. You're absolutely right. That's hilarious. Okay, let's watch some VTubers. Okay, give me a VTuber, guys. How do I know the pony in the middle is Trixie? The pony in the middle isn't Trixie. The pony in the middle is Starlight Glimmer. I think I'm just guessing that the pony in the middle is named Starlight Glimmer because that seems like what she would be named. For just a guess. Just a anyway, GG Murin. Let's try to stick to Hololive. Is that Hololive? Morikazo. Alright, there's Morikazo and GG Murin. Okay, let's try Morikazo. Because the title of the thing is... Oh, Morikazu? Should I be watching? Oh, hey, thank you, Em. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for hanging out. I find this topic interesting. So far, we've just analyzed character designs. We might do a little bit more of this, but... should we... Is it animated? Animated? Callie learns how a kazoo works. Hololive fan animation? Alright, let's turn off the music, too. The third one down is a 3D remake. I see. This one looks like the actual stream. Is this the actual stream? Yeah, I see, like, the whole head bobbing thing. Okay. I'm trying to find the actual stream, because I want to understand what is the greatness of... Is their claim to fame essentially just they're a bunch of memers? Like they're a bunch of memers and so they go viral? Is that kind of their claim to fame? Because I see a lot of clips of them. Actual good I mean, memers can be good entertainers. I'm not saying they're bad entertainers because they're memers. Well, how do other streamers get famous? I mean, fair enough. I mean, there's some streamers that didn't get famous through viral, but like because they like are like more like informative and that type of thing. But I guess at some point you have to go viral. So fair enough. Okay. It's like this. It's like this. I don't mean to say that just because they make memes, there aren't good entertainers, but you know, you have to get popular somehow. So as you said, like, how do other streamers get famous? Exactly. Callie is a musician, rapper, singer. She did the ending song for Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is an anime? I learned something new today. Anyway. Suicide Squad Isekai? What, so I died and I became Harley Quinn? Oh, anyway, let's watch this clip.
So, unfortunate news, I ordered a kazoo, and something must have gone wrong, in the delivery. Because the kazoo that I received, there's fucking nothing in it. Like nothing.
What is
for the sound?
What?
Here, this is what you hear when you hear my kazoo. Hold on.
You gotta voice it.
Fucking
You gotta voice it.
There's nothing inside it.
Does she not know how a kazoo works?
They had the nerve to send me two, with nothing inside.
You gotta voice it.
Why? What is the purpose? Well, are you playing it backwards? Well, you know, I'll indulge you. Nope, I'm not. I'm not playing it backwards. All right, hold on just a moment. I have another. You don't blow it. Wait, hold on. Wait. Nah, that doesn't work either. Okay, that doesn't work. Thanks for the Akas.
No, you don't buzz. It's not a trumpet.
Hum into the kazoo. Okay, well, fine. Hold on. Ah! What the fuck? What?
You said she was a musician.
I hate this. I hate it so much.
Man, this hurts, man.
I ordered another kazoo. Come on.
This hurts.
Come on, man.
This hurts, man. Did she not know how a kazoo worked? You know what? Kazoos went out of style in the 90s. Which tells me she's probably younger. She's probably kind of young. Maybe she's never actually seen how a kazoo works. So, you know, I can give her a pass. Kazoos are weird. And... wait a second. Couldn't she just look it up on Google? How to play the kazoo. WikiHow. Determine your purpose. No. Choose your color. That's unnecessary. Create a case. This is so unnecessary! Hold the kazoo. You need to hum. It took me like 30 seconds. It took me like 30 seconds. Whew. Okay, we're off to a strong start here. We're off to a strong start to understanding how kazoos work. Okay. I'm not sure I get it. But then again, you guys love watching me suffer. So maybe that's the entertainment. Okay, I think I'm getting it. You guys, it's not necessarily the quality content or the quality value in their streams. What people value are the strong reactions. is that is I think that is what people are enjoying. Right? They watch it so then they can get like some strong reactions. And they can have a little bit more leniency because they have to imagine the strong reactions. Right? Like, for example, like I've mentioned this about a lot of streamers. One thing I don't like is that, you know, for the people who have really strong reactions, right, on live streams, like I think I've talked about someone like something, right? He goes really insane. Like he like throws crap and like yells at people and cusses people out, right? They don't have to do that because they're kind of behind a wall. So they don't have to go as strong, and they can go stronger with the with more a more imaginative sense. And it also helps that they're females, so guys will naturally dote on them. This is kind of... I'm starting to understand. But this is just one clip. Okay, give me some more clips, guys. Okay, so... Mori Kazu was one. The other one, someone said... Gigi Murin. Gigi Murin clips. I hate horror. Me too, buddy. This is what Gigi is into. Well, you know what? You got me with that clickbait title.
You guys know when, like, you're knighting someone, the process of knighting someone, and then they get on one knee, and then you do the thing with the sword, and you tap their shoulder as you're knighting them? Is that not kind of sexy? Kind of, you know? It's like, you know what I mean? Also, I think two knights on the battlefield battling each other, like, the tension, like, imagine you are forced to fight. I don't know, you meet someone on the battlefield, but you train together, but you're on opposite sides of the battlefield. Is that not kind of romantic? You know what I mean? I'm just sharing my ideas for your future stories, Liz. It's just a little bit of romance. yeah, it fits because you would be the one to knight someone, and then you could knight someone who has to fight their childhood friend of the opposing kingdom.
Is she writing a fanfic?
Oh goodness! Like oh god, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, and then the final words, they have like a sword at each other's throat, or like one of them is on the ground with and then has a sword to their throat, and they're like, just do it. And then the other person's like hesitating because they don't want to do it, and they're just like, we both know you have to, so just do it. And whoa, that's crazy. This thing, that's like a peak trope. peak trope. They would not get married. One of them would die in the end, and that's what makes it tragic. And that's what makes it even more beautiful. It's a romance because of all the internal conflict that's going inside the brain. And then the person has to live with it forever, and then until they can't bear with it anymore. Wow. Now that is what I call romance.
Okay, so I wasn't criticizing my facial expressions when I was doing that. I wasn't criticizing. I was thinking. Do you know what this stream reminds me of? When I was in grad school, right? Especially during the end of my grad school, it was essentially the pandemic. And one of the reasons why I started YouTube was partially because of the pandemic. And, you know, at that time I was like, oh, you know what? I want to get a lot of viewers. And then eventually I realized, wait, I could just get a job and then just do it for fun. And then I did YouTube for fun. But, yeah, so near the end of grad school, that was the start of the pandemic for me. And it was a very lonely time because we were all indoors. And so what I did was I would just turn on random PewDiePie videos. And I'm not a huge fan of PewDiePie, to be honest. Like, he's kind of funny sometimes. But, you know, the early PewDiePie I wasn't a big fan of because it followed the same trope as everyone else, which is, you know, like, he got famous playing horror games where he was, like, screaming and everything, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. But, you know, like, I turned on some of these PewDiePie videos just to have the noise in the background, if that makes sense. Because just hearing people talk, like, in the background, like, if I was in my lab, you would just have random people talking in the background. And it kind of, like, simulated that feeling of having, you know, people there, if that makes sense, right? It's just like, you know, you almost like, have you, you know, like, sometimes you turn on a podcast and you don't even listen to the podcast. You just have it in the background almost as noise as you're going about your daily life. Does that make sense? Do you guys kind of get what I'm talking about? You just kind of have it in the background, so you have this feeling of, you know, people are chatting in the background, so it feels like there are people there. And this is exactly what this clip kind of felt like to me. She was talking about her whole story and thing and stuff like that. It's like, I lost track of the story like halfway through it. Not even, like a quarter of the way through it. It was like, oh, something about knights and something. And I kind of zoned off. But, you know, I could kind of hear just like the mumbling in the background. And it's like she just kept talking. Right? And if a lot of the VTubers are like non-stop talkers like this, I can imagine that a lot of the views they get might be people who just like, you know, it's a nice little background noise to turn on, and she kind of has this excited energy to it. So I'll just turn it on for like a little bit of like energy and energetic speaking in the background, if that makes sense. I'm not insulting her. I'm not saying that the content is bad or anything. I'm just saying I'm kind of trying to understand what the appeal is. And so I'm trying to connect it back to my life. And so, and I see that, Sarah, I read that. I didn't acknowledge, but I did read, you said that Hololive exploded because of the pandemic, and I can completely understand why. So lately, more and more, I've been talking to myself, because now that I'm doing voice acting and I'm submitting way more auditions, I kind of don't have as much time to let people talk in the background. But especially like when I'm just trying to understand, just trying to, like, you know, just do whatever and just, you know, relaxing, I might actually just turn on a video and just leave it in the background. So okay, I kind of understand. Like, you know, a lot of people say they're really good entertainers, and that could be a lot of things, right? That could be a lot of things, right? Entertainers might be just like their energy. People are attracted to the energy. Some people might be like, oh, they're attracted to the actual content. I'll tell you right now, I'm a really bad entertainer, because generally when we're talking, I'll get into a whole philosophical spiel. And so a lot of I chased away pretty much all my young viewers, which maybe was not the smartest thing to do at the very beginning of my of the YouTube channel, because I remember when I got into a 30 to 45 minute conversation on like the evolution of like how voting rights changed based on the military, and then like there were these kids who were all like, I don't want to hear you lecture, and then like some of the older people were like, no, I absolutely want to hear this. So I'm really bad at like just like going like random and like talking about like randomness, like this type of thing. This like a type of thing. She's essentially just talking about nothing. She's really good at talking about nothing and just whatever comes to her mind, and that just keeps the silence. Someone said the silence at bay, which is fight off the silence. Exactly. For me, whether COVID came or not, it was still going to be big for many reasons or variable. I believe that. So like, I can see this, and I can also see that I don't think I could succeed if I wanted to be a VTuber, because I think my mentality is a bit too different. One of the Hololive streamers had a former member who would talk about how he loved working in the library and a huge ball of clings? Or things that he peeled off the monitor. Yeah, no, but see, here's the thing, right? That's kind of just like a silly talking point. Like, peels, you gotta peel off electronic. Oh, I see. Well, here's the thing, right? That's kind of like a nonsensical topic. It's like small talk, right? Some people are really good at talking about the weather. I'll turn back on the funky music. Like, some people are really good at talking about the weather. They can talk about the weather, they can talk about economy, they can talk about, like, you know, oh, the housing market's not doing so great. Oh, yeah, what is it? Oh, you've seen, like, things that grow. It's all nonsense. It's just kind of there to fill in the void. Like, that, I mean, some people are good at that, and I acknowledge the importance of that. But at the same time, I also can acknowledge that I'm not good at that. I'm, like, when I have a conversation, like, all my conversations, I try to find meaning in them. And that frustrates people sometimes. And that frustrates people a lot, actually. Especially if some of my friends who are, girls, right? No offense to you ladies out there, but some of my friends who are girls, like, they might say like something like, oh, I hate how the straws they have at Starbucks are not good, or something like that. Is super chat bugged out or something? You mean on my channel? I might have turned it off. But yeah, here, like, one of my female, like, this especially happens when I talk to girls, but like, not like girls, like, talk to girls, but like some of my friends who are girls, like one of my friends, like, they could complain like, oh, I hate how the straws in Starbucks aren't that good. And then I would, like, start saying, oh, well, let's try to understand why that is. Well, first of all, you have to understand, like, okay, they're trying to actually run their business a certain way, right? And then she would be like, oh my god, I just wanted to say something. If you guys know, like, you guys might have a friend like that. I'm that friend. I'm the one who, like, you know, I'm the one who plays Unicorn Overlord and tries to understand the political system of the elves. like what was it? I think we had like an entire talk about what was it? Like we like half of the times we analyze government structures of fantasy worlds in this stream. You're somewhat that friend, and that's why the people who keep coming back are the ones who are like that. Like I'm just riding to nowhere, but wanted to know how the weird world politics in Elden Ring is. Yeah, we've talked about how, like, right, like, certain, like, governmental structures. We've talked about things like, what is it? How, like, you can predict depression in, what is it? Like, when I played Doki Doki Literature Club, and I remember this, like, we had, like, a 2-hour conversation on, like, depression and suicidal tendencies before part 2. Like, I was just analyzing Sayoti's character and noting how she had, like, a whole bunch of, like, suicidal tendencies or, like, depressed tendencies or something like that, if you guys remember that. Like, we had a conversation about, like, how to deal with those types of things, and if you had friends who have that type of thing. Like, those are the conversations I really enjoy. But those are the conversations that aren't going to be very popular among a large audience. You remember going through every route trying to save her? I mean, I'm a big, strong man, and big, strong men don't cry. But if I did cry, I definitely cried when Sayori disappeared. So, yeah. So, it's like, so I'm trying to understand why these things are appealing. And the reason why I went into this context is because these types of conversations, like she's having, talking about romance and nights and stuff, they wouldn't appeal to me. But I can also understand how lots of people might like this kind of nonsensical conversation because it fills in the silence without having to try really hard, if that makes sense. Like, some people, I can imagine, people don't want to go to these streams to think. Right? It's one of the reasons why strategy games are never popular on my channel. Right? I don't think very many people go to streams to want to think. In fact, they want to do the opposite. They want to not think. Right? And then suddenly, if someone breaks into a conversation about like how to predict the stock market or something like that, or why certain economic ideas always fail or something like that, it would be like, oh god, now I have to think. I don't want to deal with that. Right? Yeah, they just want to watch something like that, right? You know, I've always said this, right? Entertainment doesn't always have to be smart. It just has to be reasonably truthful and reasonably genuine. You come to my stream because I'm a cool guy who knows Asian culture. Hai, wakatta. Hai, ajimashita. Genuine. Yeah, genuine, right? And genuine means something a little bit more unique. But I don't mean like it is correct and accurate. What I mean is it has to hold some element of like truth into it, right? So if I came onto the stream and went like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, let's play some Minecraft." It's like, you clearly know I'm putting on an act, right? So it's like just because like it's so like it's like it has to have some level of realness. Like even something like, I don't know, we saw My Little Pony earlier. Like even something with My Little Pony, right? The reason why My Little Pony became so popular is because it portrayed the idea of friendship really well, and that resonated especially among male viewers who were at the time very lonely. And so it's one of those things, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be like a realistic interpretation of the world, but it has to be, you know, have some level of understanding of people in order to, and like a normal person just talking very genuinely, that would be attractive. Not sure how I am with DMCA stuff, but the clown ringleader one, Omaru Poka, suffers from depression. I'm sorry to hear that. Aren't male viewers still very lonely? Well, males in general are very lonely. And it certainly doesn't help that right now the society is very kind of like geared against men. And like we know, like in general, just like basics of personality studies, like a study of personalities between genders for like since like we've known this since like the 70s, the 80s. You're very lonely. Well, I also believe that loneliness is an idea, you know, and it's an idea that needs some sort of practical application. It sounds weird, but essentially, when you come here, what you're trying to do is you're trying to organize ideas, right? For me, what I see loneliness is it's not exactly not having people. It's having ideas in your head that are disorganized and you don't, and it's difficult to organize them without having the experience of others around you. To me, that's what loneliness really is. It's like, you have guys like, if we look at like the old Buddhist customs. Hey, how's it going, Skittles? If we look at the old Buddhist customs, right? Ink is Mr. Skittles. Oh, hello, Ink Skittles. If we look at like old Buddhist customs and we look at like enlightenment, right? A lot of those guys, they live by themselves and they are lonely and they're alone, but they're not lonely, right? Because for the most part, you reach enlightenment once you, like, in like a more philosophical sense, when you've organized yourself and you kind of understand the important aspects of your life, right? Which is also why, dang, now I rethink that loneliness is only a concept for consumptive marketing. You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong. So which is why, have you guys ever been like at a big party and you're surrounded by people and you feel incredibly lonely? And that happens to me quite a bit. And that's often because being around people in a very trivial way doesn't help you organize yourself or find any value in your life, right? It kind of just like, you get to go to parties. I haven't been to a party since like freshman, sophomore year of college, to be honest. Like, I don't really go to parties. Now, which is why, by the way, I'm much happier chatting with you guys half the times than like going home to my family. Like, when I talk to my family, the people who I really value on my family are my dad, because my dad is the only person in the world who's smarter than me. Everyone else is stupider than me, but my dad is smarter than me. And like one or two of my friends who I actually bounce ideas off of. Like, everyone else, I feel is very trivial. So it's like when I talk to them, they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's life? How's work, man? It's like, oh, that sounds so cool. But it's like, if I ask them like, hey, so I've been trying to figure out why I'm dissatisfied with my current living situation. And a lot of people are going to go, whoa, man, that's a little bit too much, right? Because it's a difficult topic and it requires a lot of thought and organization, which is, it's one of the ideas of loneliness. And by the way, for you saying that you're rethinking that loneliness is a concept, a lot of negative emotions are concepts that are used for marketing. It's like look at the freaking makeup industry. If every woman in the world woke up tomorrow and said, you know what? I think I'm good the way I am, makeup industry would go out of business in like 5 minutes. It's like, give it 10 days, makeup industry would be out of business. There's a reason why when you have like shampoo commercials like L'Oreal, because I'm worth it, you have these women with the fans blowing and then their hair all glistening, right? Which is why you'll see me in L'Oreal commercials, but not you guys, because I'm perfect. I'm sorry. Yeah, it turns out insecurities are a great way to get profit, to make profit. So it's starting to sound a lot like crony. Kronichiwa! It's me! Perfection! Yeah, but this is one of the basic strategies of marketing. It's also one of the reasons why I always say like it's also one of the reasons why I always tell people to like, stay as far away from politicians and politics as possible, because that's what they do as well, right? They're marketing to get your vote, and it's the same thing. And then the commercials are marketing to make your money to have you buy shampoo or buy like the newest toy or something like that. By the way, are you going to turn back on super chats in the future? I don't know. I thought I had super chats on. I don't know. Can somebody click on the money button and see if super chats are on or off? I don't remember if I turned them back on. I do? You might have to refresh your page, Sad Godtail, if that's the case. No, that was not an excuse to donate to me. Oh, God. Save your money, guys. Donate responsibly. Thank you so much, Meep. Thank you so much, Meep. It's only $2. Thank you. I always get a little emotional when I get a super chat. I'm trying to not get so emotional, but to me this has always been like a free stream, so it's almost weird. Someone's like, "Oh, hey, you're just hanging out," and I appreciate hanging out with you. It's like a thank you. Because to me, it's kind of also like, I noticed that, well, it's called a donation. I would say like this, right? It is called a donation, but I kind of see it like this, right? I often find that people donate to me, not during like, people donate to some others during like, maybe like when they beat a boss or something like that. Often people donate to me when I'm like describing a life event, or I'm like helping. Like, I remember there was this one girl who, like, she donated to me after she started going to therapy because I convinced her that feeling certain levels of depression was not a good thing, and there are some advantages in going to therapy that could really help. And she donated, and like those are usually when I get my donations. And Meep, he kind of Meep, you donated not like when I was like analyzing Dr. Choco's body, but you donated to me when I was like, talking about kind of like how certain like aspects of marketing and trying to understand why people like the things they do, and so I'm sorry. And so like when you guys donate to me, that's almost like a dang, I was able to help you guys figure something out of your life, or like maybe I was able to help you guys, put you guys on the right track or something like that. And to me, that's why it's tough for me to get donations, because it's almost like do you have any quests for me? It's almost like an acknowledgement that you guys are sorry. It's almost like an acknowledgement that like you guys are getting something valuable, like really valuable, more than just of a It's not like a, I don't want you guys. It's almost like it's hard for me sometimes. So, thank you. Oh, that's that. God. Thank you so much. Could you glance at new Taku out of... Is he Hololive? I'll do a quick view. Only a really fast one, though. Nux Taku. Cute VTuber concealing him. Out of context. Only super fast, though, because we're trying to stay on topic here. Is it this one, or is this one? The top one? This one's only 11 seconds. So thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. A YouTube short. This one, 546 views? Or they took me out of context, 27,000? They took me out of context.
This collab out of context, like someone.
Let me turn off the music.
This collab out of context, like someone that doesn't know either of us, they're gonna click on this video and they're gonna think that I am a really messed up creep.
Nux is really mean to me.
No!
The second you hit live, you just like your fangs come out. Yeah, you just go rabid.
I'm gonna write a fanfic.
You know what? I'll do it for the meme.
Yeah, me and Fifi coming out of the woodwork again.
Oh, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry, it was a bad idea. Don't do that. Please don't do
On a
that.
date to Taco Bell.
Oh my god. This collab out of context.
Yeah, this is very consistent with my thoughts of what I was just saying earlier, which is, you know, if you can just make a conversation, it doesn't really even have to be about anything, just talk really quickly. It's like that can help a lot because, you know, a lot of people use it almost as like having the noise there. Our Chibi Doki Gremlin. I'm assuming that's the girl. Yeah, but okay, I see. He also has the Red X mask. Is he related to DC in any way? I'm a big DC fan, for those of you who don't know. I'm not much of a Marvel fan, which is why I'm kind of sad when that Marvel didn't succeed. Or sorry, that DC didn't succeed. All right, give me another clip. We're running low on time, but I still want to keep going a little bit, and I have no problem going later because I'm enjoying this stream. Give me another clip, guys. Crony's Big Spider. That sounds like an innuendo. Thank you for checking him out. I get it. I totally get it. I'm starting to get it. No, that's Edward from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Is it? Mask. Well, that's not what I was looking for. Gotta sleep. Thanks so much for hanging out today, Kiyoma. Anyway, but yeah, I'll check more out more from him. Nux Taku. Oh, you were talking about. Oh, that is the Red X mask. Okay, great. Cronies. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to understand what you got, why people are watching Hololive. It makes sense. Oh. Okay, we got Crony's Booba and Crony's Hips Don't Lie. You can stay a little. Thanks, Kiyoma. Kiyoma saw Crony's Booba and she was like, oh, I'm staying. Crony's Pet Play. Okay, Crony's Big Spider. Saw a big spider, starts panicking, and immediately ends the stream.
And look after yourself. Holy sh! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, what the frick? Ah, what the fuck? There's a big ass spider on the ceiling! Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! Holy sh! Oh my god! I'm going to have a panic attack. What the fuck? Oh my god! It's spinning! Oh my god! It's spinning! Oh wait, I gotta finish reading the supers. Oh my fucking, oh my god, oh my god, please don't do this, not now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay, okay. Ho, 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 ho. Oh my god, it's coming down from the ceiling.
Just kill it.
Oh shit, oh my god.
I know people like this, so I can actually understand. And the best part is the spider's like this big.
There's a big spider! Holy shit! Oh, wait, I'm gonna read the super story later! Oh my god, I gotta get out of this room! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
You know what the best part is? What's kind of interesting?
Read the super story later! Oh my god, I gotta get out of this room! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
You can kind of see she's left the camera right here.
god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna
Because the camera is no longer picking up her mouth movement. So she actually kind of, it seems like she probably left her desk from at this point.
die! I'm gonna 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 die!
Like her model is stuck here.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
Okay, I get that. It's kind of silly. But dang, you gotta man up. Oh, sorry. You gotta woman up, okay? It's time to be a big, strong woman, okay? You gotta go, you gotta, bam! But... Okay, I can see, okay. So it's kind of a combination of a lot of things. There's the virality of it. And, I mean, let's be real here, right? Some of it is like playing it up, right? The spider's probably this big. Well, we might explore indie streamers another time, Meep. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll get into either indie streamers, or somebody told me I should explore the failure of Niji Sanji, something like that. But okay, I can appreciate Crony saw a big spider. What next, guys? What next? There's a lot of memes created from it. Hako's Bales. Hako's Bales. Spider. Subaru Luna VR horror. Okay, we'll do that one next. And by the way, I can I'll find a subtitled one for you guys. But if you just want me to watch it, I don't need the subtitles. But here, shows spider photo. Bay's Aussie spider moment. Is this one? Bay panicking from a spider. Bay encountered a huntsman spider. Is it this one? She's from Australia. Oh boy. Bay had the most Aussie moment ever. I don't know which one is which. I will just click on this one because it has her freaking out.
Judging by the state of, oh my god! There is a spooder on my, okay, there's a spooder on my wall and it's not Ken! Wait! Ah! Oh my god. Okay, stop moving! Oh, please don't fall down. Okay, just let me finish this race. I'll be right with you.
Australian spiders are creepy. I will give her that.
Please don't fall, please don't. Near me. Okay, I hear you, okay? Just, can you stay put? Don't move, okay? What's the big rush? Just hang out. Everything's gonna be okay. Just hang out for a little bit, okay? Just hang out there, stay there. And then I will attend to your most any need that you have. I promise. Good! Yes, that's right. Just stay still. Just stay still. Don't worry about it. Just stay still. Okay.
She is the spider, is not Ken. I'm assuming she has a spider pet named Ken. Hold, please.
Dozzy things.
Aussies. Okay. Subaru Luna VR horror. This one? Luna is paranoid while playing 3D horror. Nah, minna. Oh no. I'm just listening to the way she speaks. Okay, I want to be clear here. Japanese is not my first language. Okay, I just want to be very clear. Japanese is not my first language. I have some reasonable practice with it. But can you imagine talking to a English as a second language learner? Like somebody who's learning English. And they're like, hello, how are you doing today? Oh, you looking so cute. And then we look at you like, I have no idea what you're saying. That is what this sounds like to me. This is what it freaking sounds like. It's so hard. Of all the clips, this is the one that made me laugh. I cannot believe it. God damn it. Okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Damn it. I'm gonna go on a trip. Oh boy. She out of breath. Oh, this is the one I like. This is the character I like. I was so right on the Toad voice. I was 100% right. It's me, Toad. You did tell me. You did freaking tell me. You can actually hear it, right? She, like, when she's doing her introduction, she's super nasally. I don't know, is it Ozora Subaru? Ozora Subaru! I don't know what she said. And like, now she's like here, she's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. She's talking normally again. Thanks so much for coming, Kiowa. Oh, by the way, we're not going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to be having dinner with my dad. The only person in the world who's smarter than me. But we might stream a little bit again on Sunday or maybe next week. Yeah, it's been a really rough week for me, but so thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Yeah, do you guys see the subtitles? Can you guys see the subtitles? Can you guys read the subtitles? I want to make sure you guys can see it as well. Do you hear her say Luna? I think this is Luna, right? This is Luna here, and this one over here is Subaru, I think, right? So Luna, you hear what was? You hear her say, "Ja yaruka." That's her real voice. That is probably her real voice. It's like you're like like "Ja yaruka." You could hear when she is in her like baby silly voice. She's a princess from the Candy Kingdom. The dichotomy between the character, yeah, it seems like especially like I didn't see as much of that in the Japanese one, in the English ones, but those were mostly like games. This clearly they're like mocapping something here right now, so it seems like they probably break character quite a bit more. I love hearing Subaru go back to that nasaliness. He's like, yeah. What? Okay, so now the camera is behind her.
Hello. Pizza to you.
Oh, she's sitting. I see. I cannot. By the way, I can't do VR. Like, it makes me super dizzy. Oh. There was a toy there, I think. Are they capable of changing their expressions? Like if they frown, will the camera pick that up, or do they have to like press a button and say, "Now I'm sad"? Do you guys know? Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. I get it. I'm bad at horror too. Oh, there's a team. Oh, so this is like a huge production. I thought maybe it would be like a director and them two, and that's it. But it's like there's like a big team. Oh, they toggle them. So I guess the technology isn't good enough to make people frown yet. Maybe someday. But it struggles to pick up certain emotions. I see. This studio is kind of old. I mean, for a studio, this is already pretty good for a live stream. It's not bad. Like, they're probably not going to be doing like full-on video game editing like we talked about when we were reviewing the Concord animations. But it's basically a camera in front of your face. It's even more. It's a camera in front of your face and a lot of dots around there. Don't look at her. No, I totally understand, Luna. I'm also really bad with horror. I'm also really bad with horror, so. I get it. I couldn't get past day 2 of Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright, so now it's Subaru. Neither could you. Why are her hands a skeleton? No, her hands aren't a skeleton. They're like a mannequin model. It's just a way to represent the hands.
え、なんちょ遅くない？いや、これまだ始まってないから。ね、ちょっとルナもビビっちまってるな。おかしい。
They train in comedy. Oh, interesting.
お前そこにいんな、赤いんだ。出る。あ、出た。ビルバー。あ、オッケーオッケー。びっくりするぐらい叫ばないでほしいから。やば。え、何の音？電気消されたのはど？
She is the straight man? Then I wonder I wonder how crazy the other guy is then. If this is the straight man.
声した。強く殴る。ねえ、もう元気ないのな。もうやばい。大丈夫。これ一回2人で頑張って。おい、ドアやそれは。ドアや。笑ったのら？開いただけなのら。開いただけなのら。
Now the straight man. I would argue if Subaru is the straight man, there is no straight man.
スマート先輩の説明一個も分かってないのだ。お前なんで聞いたんだよじゃあ。ドア開いただけだなら。もう無理で。
What is the goal of this game? Is there even a goal, or is the goal just to be scared? Okay, I get that. Alright, we'll do one last clip. Just a quick one, guys. Oh, when you hear the doll, you have to watch it. Hololive EN Spelling Bee. We'll do that one. This one? Spelling Bee featuring Hololive EN? If this one's long. Oh, this is the actual stream. Okay, so we have to find some clipping. When Bae has to spell Acacia. Again, in Spelling Bee. Gigi wanted harder words. This one? Maybe this one? Second one down looked good. This one? This one's kind of like animated. Oh, acacia. I was saying acacia like focaccia. I was thinking bread. I'm hungry, guys. I'm sorry. Fuwawa? Fuwawa. Is that a name? Fuwawa, the child prodigy. Prophecy. Hololive members. Everyone laughs at Fuwawa. Unique, special. Oh, are these animations actually part of the stream? The top one. Oh, wait. Go back. What was that food? That looked so good. What was that? Wait, no, go back to the commercial. Okay, anyway.
Alright, Floa, ready? Popo, I'm scared.
Hi, scared.
I'm not scared, I'm Floa.
What the freaking baby talk again?
Okay. Your word is affidavit.
What is that?
An
Can I get a definition, please?
A written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation for use as evidence in court.
Could I get in a sentence, please?
Comment, please.
Oh, yes. I must get this affidavit signed before registering.
What?
Sorry, what was
I
that?
must get this affidavit signed before registering? How about just you have to mention something about court.
It starts with the A.
Are you saying E or A?
An A! F? Alpha. Is it an A? Is it an E? Is it an I? I. It's an I. Affidavit? Is that how you say it? Could you say it
Affidavit?
again for me, please?
Affidavit.
Affidavit? David? Could you say it once more, please?
Affidavit.
I feel like they're trying really hard to not pronounce it the way it's spelled. Affidavit.
Could you say it slower once more, please?
No! Spell it!
D, please. A-F-I-T.
Alright, that
It's
is
very
for-
fluffy, lots of F's.
F for Fuwawa.
It's mostly supposed to be comedy. Oh, I see. Okay, so I shouldn't try to take it seriously.
So close. Never use that word. I don't need an affidavit.
Alpha David?
Spell it.
Alpha David.
Oh,
I
wow.
think it's, you think you don't know?
D-A-V-I-T, come on! And you guys never go to law school? Of course they didn't. I didn't go to law school either.
Now it is time. Our first contestant is out officially. You know what that means? Gonna.
I had to shoot my gun.
Well, no, wait. We have this
What the
button.
frick is
Remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Want to do the honors?
What the frick is going on?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Push it! Boing! Bow, bow!
I am so confused.
Eternal torture. Oh,
All right. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
She's
to
gonna
all of us.
burn forever.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I'm too beautiful to die.
What the?
Hey.
Okay, here's another one.
Really? We're gonna bully me again? Hi! No,
Yes.
no. Maybe. Possibly. Are you
Okay.
ready for your medium word?
Okay.
No, but yes, but no. Okay, here we go.
Is the blue one's
Your
twin?
word
Are they
is-
actually twins?
Codependency. What?
This should be easy. Come on. Co-independent and C. Without the T. Codependency.
Damn.
I can spell, okay?
This is like a 6th grade word. Come on.
C. O.
Wait, did she say R?
C. O.
Or. Or. I'm trying to figure out her accent.
I can spell, okay? C.
See. Like, see. How is she talking?
I can spell, okay? C. O.
Odd. Odd. Interesting. Odd. Where is she from? Odd. Where is she from? She definitely isn't. If she is American, she definitely is not a native English speaker, or she has some sort of like very odd. I'm not sure, but she kind of odd. She almost like taps her tongue for the R sound. Odd. Pacific Northwest, but their accent makes no sense. Oh, interesting. She probably just slurred. She's probably just drunk. Dependency, come on.
D.
Yes.
E. Let me think, okay? If you're laughing, I can't think, okay? P. E. I'm
Yes.
spelling it in my brain, okay? Huh? D. Eh? ちょっと待って。 What?
Wait,
Nope.
DEPED? Deped? Or DEPD?
Use the no edits. Use the no edits.
You can't take your letters back! Those are the rules of a spelling bee!
D-A-N.
She pronounces her name Mokokowa?
Codependency.
Dancy.
Dancy. Alright, is this your final answer? Would you like to use your lifeline?
Say that out loud.
Codependency.
Codependency. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Alright, do you want to use this as your final answer, or do you want to use a lifeline?
Codependency. Can I change the A to an E?
We said no.
No. You said no, but you changed the wrong one.
It's because there's a cooldown. If you think it's wrong within the first 2 seconds, then I'll change
What?
it.
Was that always a rule, huh?
It kind of makes sense. Alright, no edits.
Let's go then.
Alright, final answer.
Yes.
Okay.
So close though.
Yeah, so close.
I love the moment when we saw exactly the confusion in Mokoko's brain.
Once the
I was like,
and then
stop
it was...
laughing, and then
Bye.
you did good.
Yeah, that's...
It makes me wonder how much of this is the character and how much of this is them, you know? Because I'm not sure what their character is supposed to be, if that makes sense, right? It's once again, it's one of the reasons why I feel like sometimes these characters are out of a video game. And yeah. So I don't know. But I'll have to do more research. We'll probably do this another time. But for now, let's just go to chatting. I suppose the entire thing is chatting. Anyway. Thank you so much for guiding me down this torture hole. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Although I was very confused. I was confused for like 90% of the stream. Already you just got here? Oh, dang, well. Fuamoko are 100% putting on a character. They are a reincarnation. Prior company basically laid them off as V2. Ah, wait, what? Oh, so they were part of another company? I see. The abandoned VTubers. Oh, man. You know, you don't really think about, job politics in the entertainment industry, but they're absolutely there. So, yeah. Your character is a brooding, sexy edgelord. Sure it is. Sure it is. They basically did advertising streams for a visual novel as characters in the... Where are these, you know, the games with these characters, where are they from? Like, are they, what companies make these games with these characters in them? I clip VTubers, so this was a fun stream to check out. This was definitely a confusing stream, and I hope you come by another time. We're going to probably continue to explore VTubers. We're going to... I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe I'll do Xenoblades. I know the new freaking Ace Attorney game just came out, and you guys want to see me do that because you guys want to see me read a bedtime story, but I also want to see Iris again. I want to see that freaking British piece of crap again. Japan has a huge scene of visual novels, I see. Some of them are fan-made? Okay, some of them are fan-made, probably. But fan-made games can be good. Iris? No. I'm talking about the Ace Attorney world. Iris Wilson? If I decided to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I still need to look that up. Hey, that's the fan game, right? I'll have to check that out again at some point. Yeah, I sometimes hesitate to play fan games just because of how difficult how difficult it is to confirm the quality. But let me do a more research. Do I know Vampire Survivors? Because Holocure is one like that. Huh? You mean like the game Vampire Survivors? You mean like the game where there's like a whole bunch of people running at you and you have to do the whole like wee pew pew pew? That's the only thing I know about that game. Yeah, but I do want to do more visual novel stuff, which is kind of funny. In Holocure, you can play as your Oshi. I don't know what your Oshi. That must be a slang. I don't know too much about the slang. It means my favorite. I see. Quality-wise, I guarantee you will get addicted if you play Pokemon in any... Uh-oh. Oshi is an idol culture thing that VTuber took over. I see. I wouldn't know enough about the idol culture in Japan. Who is my Oshi? Well, I guess right now it's... Subaru? Is that her name? The one that sounds like Todd? I like her design the best, probably. Ozora. Big Sky. Her last name means Big Sky. Ozora. To be honest, you want to become a VTuber, so the stream was executed. How long have I known Hololive? Today. Today was my first experience actually diving into figuring out what the heck Hololive is. Welcome to the commit. No! No! I will very much enjoy. Do you mean the huge personalities or the huge personality? But yeah. I mean, I could never see myself being a VTuber. I kind of value, like, the human interaction a lot, but I completely understand why people might do it. And I think... Oh, wait, here's the thing. I think a lot of people might justify VTubing as, like, oh, well, I don't want to show my face, so I become a VTuber. But I think it's a lot more complicated than that. I think there's a lot of aspects of, like... There's a lot of psychology as to why VTubing works more than just because I don't want to show my face. And I mean, there's a lot of puppetry to it. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, emotional, I don't want to call it manipulation, but, like, emotional, like, you can better control how your audience interacts with you. And so on and so forth. There's a lot of psychology behind it. So I understand it beyond just I want to stream, but I don't want to show my face. And I think if you do that a little bit, I think one of the reasons why I didn't really understand VTubing as much is because I think from an outsider perspective, and especially from... Okay, if you want to talk about VTubers, you get two sides. Either VTubing is the greatest thing ever because everyone is funny, and then everyone's funny and they're a great entertainer. It's like, well, there are a lot of great entertainers, so that doesn't really make sense to me. And then the other side is, oh, it's just a bunch of people who don't want to show their face because they don't think they can succeed as a YouTuber, so then they become a VTuber. And then that's like a, well, you know, that's obviously they have some level of capability, otherwise VTubers wouldn't succeed. So it's like there's you always get two sides of the extreme, and you never really get like a complete answer until, you know, I started deep diving today. But yeah, it's I wouldn't even just say it's a gimmick or a marketing strategy. It's a very it is a marketing strategy, but they have a very clear objective, which is to attract a very it's very clearly to attract a group of people who want to have some sort of interaction with a streamer without it being too obviously thought-provoking or real. That's essentially what it is. At least that's how I explained it in one sentence. You really like the funny male VTubers. You don't like the idol aspect? What do you mean the idol aspect of VTubing? Who rely on their fan base and being comedic. What do you mean the idol aspect of it? Oh, idol. Idol. Like idol, like pop star or like celebrity. Is that what you mean? Okay, if you mean you don't like the idol aspect of it, most people watch VTubers are anime. I can completely understand that. It makes perfect sense. And I mean, I haven't watched anime for a while. I should get some anime recommendations from you guys. The last anime I watched was, I don't even remember. Just being pretty and somehow getting an audience because they have huge personalities and the fan base will get you destroyed. Will destroy you the second you give any criticism. Well, here's the thing, right? There are probably multiple aspects when it comes to criticism. There is criticism with respect to actually pointing out ideas and flaws and problems, and then there's criticism as the only reason you're doing it is because you can just look pretty and then you can make a lot of money, right? It's like, I suspect the criticism that gets people, quotes, destroyed are the ones that aren't really thought out. They're the ones that are like vitriolic. Like, I suspect, you know, because anime culture is a very interesting culture in the fact that it's very unapologetic. Like, they will, like you said, very big personalities. And they're kind of unapologetic about that, right? They understand that having appealingness or attractiveness is a good marketing strategy, and it's effective, and people enjoy looking at attractive people. It's like, I don't see anyone complaining that Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 is way too hot, right? Like, nobody's complaining that, I don't know, who's that pretty boy from Devil May Cry? He's not, no one's complaining that he's too hot, right? So it's like, so often people use like attractiveness as an excuse to, you know, criticize people. It's like, okay, well, you're popular because you're attractive. Dante and Virgil, right? Nobody's complaining that Sephiroth from, what is Final Fantasy is too hot, right? Like, girls drool over that dude. Right? But they'll complain about, you know, this female character being too hot. And that's possibly because, we know how attractiveness works in males and females, and males and females experience attractiveness differently. And in males, it's more prominent, which is why advertising, when it comes to female attractiveness to males, is a lot more visual. And so it's a lot easier to criticize. Whereas, you know, you got like books like 50 Shades of Grey, nobody criticizes that, which is effectively porn, but written down for women. So it's one of those things where it's much easier to criticize one aspect than another aspect. And I can understand why when people say, oh, well, they're just hot and you're just simps. Well, first of all, I am a simp. Thank you very much. And second of all, but second of all, like, you know, like when you simply analyze something at a surface level, people are going to be really upset with that. Like, that's the reason why Concord died, the video game, right? Because when people said, hey, these characters aren't, attractive, a lot of the developers, they're like, oh, well, you just want to play attractive characters. And, well, the problem is the fan base, it's not their job to explain why they don't like it, right? They're not literate when it comes to things like art and stuff like that. They just say, okay, what they feel, which is, I don't really like it, and I can't really explain why, so I'm going to say it's because they're not attractive. And then, you know, the developers who are supposed to be literate, they're the ones who are supposed to take that and break it down. And it's like, okay, they think they're not attractive. What do they mean by that? Do they mean the models? Do they mean the character designs? Do they mean how the character designs don't interact with each other? Like, for example, I actually broke down the animations on the previous stream, right? And we kind of went over, like, what isn't attractive about them has a lot to do with how the voices don't match the animations. For those of you who are new here, by the way, I'm a voice actor. So sometimes what I do is I break down actual voice acting and try to explain why it's good or why it's bad and how it integrates with the animations or stuff like that. But yeah, so it's one of those things where, like, okay, so the fans are not artistically literate, right? So they just say, I don't like it. And you say, Concord died because it was a 5v5 hero shooter. The design could have helped, but plenty of other games would have hero design failed as well. Well, yes, but it also failed catastrophically, right? It's not just like it failed. It failed in a very specific way. Imagine paying the base price for a game with ugly designs when Fortnite has attractive skins. Yeah, but I don't just want to say the designs are ugly, all right? There were a lot of, like, aspects to it, like, and I want to, you know, kind of, like, break down what it actually means, right? When people say it's ugly designs, it's a lot more nuanced than ugly designs. There's a lot of, like, problems that all came together to cause it to be ugly. And I think the developers, they took that too much at surface level, and they said, oh, well, you just don't like ugly women, or whatever their argument was. I don't remember what it was, but and so you know, if they had actually interpreted ugly as something more philosophically or something more generally, which they wouldn't have, by the way, because there was a lot of politics that went into that game. But if they would have just been able to do that, at least the game could have lasted a year. But anyway, so I can understand. So I can imagine Concord was the one with the dev who called people. I know there was a lot of drama on Twitter. I stayed off of Twitter during that. But I believe that is correct, that one of the devs said something on Twitter that said, like, oh, you guys are just a bunch of freaks or something like that. I don't like politics in your entertainment. Everyone feels the same about that, or maybe I'm crazy. Yes, but I'll phrase it in a different way. It's not that people don't like politics. It's people don't like topical politics. Right? Feminism is barely 100 years old. Right? Whereas something like understanding the difference between good and evil, that's like 1 billion years old. right? So it's not that people don't like politics. People don't like very topical politics or politics that have a very specific lifespan, because it doesn't cater to this idea of reality and truth, right? I talked about, you know, how entertainment needs to have some level of genuineness or reality into it. And what I mean by that is it has to describe humanity in some way that you can relate to it. Which is the difficult part of art, by the way, because a lot of people think I know how reality works, and then 99% of people say, no, that's not how reality works. And it's very, very disheartening. So I can also understand why criticism feels really bad when you're in the arts, because you're attempting to portray some level of reality, and then almost everyone in the world is saying, that's not real. That's not real. Your idea of reality is wrong. And that is very disheartening. So I can kind of understand that. But, you know, topical politics is something that isn't actually, doesn't have a place in kind of the human psyche, right? The concept of equality doesn't really play in our instincts, right? Because art isn't an attempt to create a rule or create a list. It's to explore something that can't be described in words, right? So, which is why, you know, if you take, I don't know, which is why OnlyFans is not art, right? It's a bunch of pictures, but it's not art, because there's nothing there more than, you know, people posting pictures of themselves to get to kind of make money. They're not attempting to describe anything about people, right? I only got near 20,000 subscribers by being lazy and making AMVs. I understand criticism. Okay, if you talk in your country, if you talk about this topic, you'll get arrested. Hope I'm fine. I'm okay. I live in a very weird part of the world. But okay, so when we talk about I'm going to take Romeo and Juliet, right? Because I think Romeo and Juliet is a great example of this. Romeo and Juliet is a romance, right? But it's not really a romance. It's a romance, but it's also attempting to understand the struggles between deciding what your instincts or your feelings want and describing, and your need to help those that have helped you, which is kind of the struggle between the families. And it's also the idea of how much are you willing to sacrifice for certain things, and it also has to play on this idea of how much like you're willing to sacrifice for others, and because people die. And it's like there's like 7 different things that are all coordinated and working together in order to create a story. Another one I love is I always talk about this one, which is Crime and Punishment, right? It's about a dude who murders someone and then goes insane. That's essentially the story. And it's not attempting to explain murder is wrong. It doesn't say murder is wrong. In fact, it attempts to justify that murder is okay. The main character, who is Raskolnikov, and he kills this guy who is an absolutely atrocious dude, who is essentially he steals money from people because he's a landlord who overcharges people, and like some people can't survive, they can't afford food, and he's like just a general awful person. And Raskolnikov kills him. And throughout the entire series of events, as he's being pursued by a detective who's trying to figure out who killed him, he keeps trying to justify to himself that everything he did was deserved. And frankly, from an outsider's perspective, he succeeds. And yet he still goes insane. It's like Invincible, who keeps telling him it's not his fault because they were strong. To an extent, yes, but perhaps even more so. Because he's actually justifying it on an ethical perspective of saving people. He's like, if I kill this guy, I'm actually saving people. And by all means, this guy deserves to die. But he still goes insane, and you can follow his thoughts as he slowly falls apart. Like, everything about his life starts to fall apart, partially because of him. And it's a brilliant piece of work because it doesn't attempt to tell you anything. Like, there is no moral in, like, there is no moral that you can actually piece out in Crime and Punishment. Telltale Heart. Maybe? Is that the one where the guy buries the dude and then he hears the heartbeat? Maybe. Yeah, I studied that in school. Yeah, so, yes, so... The really good stories don't have clear morals because they're not trying to tell you what is right or wrong. They're trying to tell you what is reality, right? And reality sometimes is wrong. Reality sometimes isn't always that great. So yeah, so what I was talking about with this whole like idea of like, you know, when people criticize you, like whether or not it's like for the VTubers or we were talking about Concord earlier, it's like, you know, when we criticize something, right, it doesn't contain some essence of reality. And where, I think it was Sad Godtail who says you don't like politics in your entertainment, right? It's because politics is an attempt to create a policy, right? Politics, you know, people don't even think about the word politics comes from the word policy, and the word policy is a rule. Because the rule is like trying to, you know, regulate what you can and cannot do, and that's not what art is about. Art isn't about what you can and cannot do. Art is about what happens regardless of what you do. That it is reality, which is why people don't like politics or at least these topical ideas of politics, right? Because, you know, when you cry, right? Let me just try to put it into perspective. When you cry, when you watch a really sad anime scene or something like that, I'm thinking of what was the last time I cried. I cried during Yusuke's level 10 confidant in Persona 5. But when you cry, right? That's not a policy. Right? It's not like, here is where you are supposed to cry. That's not a policy, right? You cry because there's some level of truth in there. Right? Like, if someone tells you you are supposed to cry here, that is a moral that they're trying to impose on you, right? But that's not what art is, right? Because if you want to impose a moral, it is actually much easier to just say the moral, right? So when you try to push morals or ideas into art, what people feel isn't... what people really feel when they say they don't like politics is they don't like having their time wasted. That's what they really feel, right? When you make a TV show, right, about some victim of, like, I don't know, domestic abuse, and the moral of that story is we must rise up, do not be a domestic abuser, and then you kind of like sit there and think like, you needed 12 episodes to tell me to not to beat up someone. It's like, that's what that is. Right? That's really what that is, right? If you are, you know, if you're like, if you need to, like, give me like a 12 episode series on why you shouldn't, you know, why equality is good, it's like, you could have just said, hey, equality is good. And I was like, oh yeah. That is the real reason why people don't like politics in their stuff. It's because art, the only way to express certain truths is through art, is through stories, is through media and music and these types of things. And when you attempt to express something so trivial as topical policies or topical politics in your art, you feel like your time is just wasted. Still better than crying for watching your favorite VTuber. You know, people cried when Michael Jackson died. People cried when, you know, Elvis died. People cried when, it's like I get that. I get that. They had a big influence on your life. So I don't think that's bad. This is hitting true. I am so happy to hear that. You watched Sword Art Online Abridged episode 17, and when happened between both of them, exactly what happened to your sister. Yeah, exactly, right? You get these real moments. You would lose your mind if Markiplier died. Well, hopefully not, because the reality is everyone dies eventually, but hopefully, you know. I think I'd lose my mind if Markiplier was a bad person. Let's put it like that. Because nowadays all YouTubers are somehow like some allegation or other is coming out. It was devastating when Technoblade died. I didn't actually know Technoblade very well, but I know at the time a lot of my viewers did watch Technoblade. So yeah, I could completely understand when Technoblade passed. Yeah, it did seem to affect quite a few people. You hit 1 million subs and get to spin the controversy wheel. I stole money from children. Yeah. Minato Aqua graduation. I'm not sure who that is, to be honest. I'm assuming that's a VTuber because you're saying graduation, and I'm assuming this is like an idol group. Did you hear what happened to Mr. Beast? Unfortunately, I have. I've actually had that criticism for a while of Mr. Beast. Like, I try not to criticize too hard because you kind of can't criticize the big people. But one thing I've had about Mr. Beast for a while is that he's like a performance charity type of person, right? And you know, the type of people who will donate to charity and then they say, oh, I might have done bad things, but I donated to charity. And you know, a lot of people said, well, at least he's doing something. At least he's, you know, going around building wells in Africa, right? And my biggest criticism of performance charity is, she's a retired VTuber. I see. But my biggest criticism of performance charity is that it's not obvious that the charity is doing anything. So I'll give you an example, right? He built wells in Africa. Okay, cool, right? So maybe he helped people get some water. But how do I know those wells are actually, you know, up to standard? How do I know they're going to last for more than a month? How do I know that, you know, he's built them based on code, or he had like engineers setting them up in a proper way? So, for example, if he built a well and it works very well for a month, and then it starts to rust, and then it starts to produce dirtier and dirtier water, in the long run, he could have actually hurt people. Now, I don't know if that's true, but there is a clear conflict of interest here, right? One is the charity, and two is the getting a lot of views. So he has to obviously talk about the things that are interesting and upbeat and exciting, right? But he also has a deadline. He also has a budget. So I don't know how up to code these things are. I don't know how up to standard these things are. And that's the reality of performance charity. A lot of charities try to help and end up hurting. That's just true of a lot of charities in general, especially like these kind of like performance volunteer charity type of things. It's like there are a lot of, you know, activist groups that end up hurting the people they're trying to help because they don't think things through. So it's one of the reasons why when they said when I heard about what happened to Mr. Beast, I was like, I'm not surprised, and I'm not surprised if his charity stuff will end up falling apart, and that will come back to haunt him. I would not be surprised at all. Like the whole ocean cleanup thing. Like apparently, like from what I understood, like he was cleaning up like 800,000 pounds, which is like barely anything. It's like, yeah, it's kind of nice to do that, but it's like, okay, so you cleaned up 800,000 pounds, okay? But you also have to understand, a sudden change in an environment can cause a lot of damage. So I don't know, is that even a good thing? Like, generally, when you clean things, you have to clean things up over many, many years. So it's one of those things where like, okay, it's nice that you cleaned it up, but did you actually think it through? Is it actually going to help? That type of thing. Would you... You help 5 billion people, but it crumbles in 10 months and ends up hurting them all. Or you have everyone think you helped 5 billion people, but chose not to. That's really tough, man. I mean, the second one hurts less people. Some number of people, they think you have helped 5 billion people. One of them is essentially hurting a lot of people. The other one is hurting me like spectacularly. And it's not an obvious question. It's not an obvious answer, because let's be real here. I don't want to have my reputation hurt for absolutely nothing, right? Also. So that's a really tough question, right? But I'm also, you know, kind of putting the lives of 5 billion people against me. What type of VTuber do you like? The cute or the badass looking psycho? Well, if you guys know me well enough, for those of you who've been in my, my channel, you know the types of girls that I'm into are bitchy and stupid. So maybe, I'm not sure if that answers your question. That's just like your song. Sure it is. There are definitely those out there. Yeah, but I'm from California. Every girl I grew up with is a bitch. No offense to you California girls, but absolutely offense to you California girls. Alright, I had a lot of fun today deep diving into Hololive with you guys. I'm gonna head out, but we might do a little bit more of this, or on maybe the next stream, we might do Ace Attorney. Never watch Bow's cover of California. Oh, boy. Yeah, we might do some Ace Attorney. For those of you who don't know, I voice act over Ace Attorney often, usually really poorly. So, look, okay? I only have 3 girl voices, okay? I try really hard. But oh my god, voices sound like this! Alright, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope to catch you all soon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. If you have any quests for me, I'll see you all next time.